Welcome everybody. Welcome to the final day of the HyperX Scrim Season 1 presented by OUTcast Esports, casted by me, of course, along with some other very nice, awesome streamers. Duke Cummings on Mondays, Nikki Dex on Wednesdays, and of course, always joined by the very lovely, and I will say lovely, okay? Pickford from Misfire. So, 8 weeks of hard work ends tonight. I think first place is pretty much set, but there's still good competition for those other top spots worth prizes. So we should see a lot of sweaty action tonight. Full lobbies as usual. I will be joining Pickford in a bit, so you can update us on any important stats. See if I'm kind of curious to see if Trick's still number one in the cherry topper, top 10 fraggers. Maybe he's lost his place. I don't know. And on a little side note, we will be doing a special little gift card giveaway to one lucky viewer in the chat. Probably, I don't know. I think the guys discussed it. We were going to do it like around 2 or 3, between rounds 2 and 3, I think. So stay tuned for that. There is a 3-minute delay. And I will be joining Pickford very shortly. So kick back, relax, enjoy the non-cheesy music. And I'll see you guys in a bit with our buddy, Pickford. Join our buddy Pickford real quick. Let me get in the Discord VC real quickly. Go. What's up, guys?
I guess not. I've never had so many. That's like 12 people I've asked now.
What's up?
Hey,
Hello?
hey,
Hey,
hey.
Can you
Random.
guys hear me?
Yep.
Just making sure. Okay. How's it going? We are
How you doing,
live.
dude?
Doing good, man. Just chilling.
How are you doing, the Mr. Random Act?
Pretty good, man. Just waiting to see a lot of. I'm expecting a lot of try hard tonight, as if these haven't been tried hard enough, with those top 2 to 6 spots like in close contention to each other. We should see some action now. Go ahead and fill us in, Pickford, with your amazing stats up to date.
Well, I'm just going to put it this way right off the bat. Random, as we are going into our final event, our last coup de grace, the end, the DJ has said, the lights have come on, last call for alcohol, last dance. We have had 514 individual players show up and play at least one game in these scrims this season so far.
That is a
In
lot.
those 514 players have played on 77 unique teams over this 8-week, 24 match extravaganza. So that just shows you how much weight and width this scrim has had just in bringing people into this scrim session. With that said, with these power rankings, as you know, 187 pretty much clinched it after their scores on last Friday night. They've pretty much been taking this week as a victory lap. And speaking of that, at the end of the script tonight, after match 4, 187 Clown is going to come on and make an announcement about 187.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but obviously the Forgotten made their announcement last week, so I have no idea what it's going to be. Hopefully, it's not Pickford's terrible and we don't ever want him back. Hopefully, it's something it's something good, but I'm excited for that. With that said, so they have 462 points right now. Behind them is Dream Killers with 354 points.
Oh, okay, so it's
Behind them is the Woo with 329. So that's 25 points differential between the Woo and Dream Killers. With that said, so if, say, the Woo wins tonight, which they've done multiple times, and Dream Killers falls 17th and below and gets one placement point, they would switch spots. And you say, how was the chances of that happening? Both Dream Killers have finished in 17th place or worse, and the Woo has won. So it has happened before, just not in the same week. Behind the Woo is in 4th place is OUTcast Alpha with 306 points. They are 24 points behind the Woo. So same thing with them.
Yeah.
But then for 5th place, 4th and 5th place, Hacks has 303 points. They are currently 3 points behind Outcast Alpha for 4th place. So pretty much whoever does better is going to switch spots between those two teams. But there's only 3 points separating 5th and 4th place. And then obviously True Sports is in 6th place, and they're farther down at 269 points with 34 points behind Metaphor. With 204 points and 7th. Top Strikers are our best friends from South America at 199. The Forgotten, a.k.a. Misfire Zeus, in 9th with 167. 10 HP in 10th with 162. Misfire in 11th with 158. When it comes to the cherry poppers, we have, obviously, Trick has been pretty much in 1st place since about halfway through the season and been untouchable since then. He has 241 kills.
Wow.
2nd place is Clown with 148. Junie in 3rd with 129. Zebra in 4th with 122. And Sarge in 5th with 119. So, and obviously for that award, you want to be the top 5 or the top 4, so you can get into that All-Star. So if Sarge claps out tonight, he could, and it gets more than Mr. Zebra. So only 3 points down. He could take over that position and fight himself in the All-Star team going out. And I'll tell you what, being one of the top 4 clappers in a group of 514 people, I mean, to me, seems pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, and we all know Sarge can clap for sure. So he might be a little bit of trouble right there for to get up to creep into those top spots.
So what we want to do is here is a lot of teams are looking for obviously the respect position. They want to come out of here, and I know that Misfit would rather say they finished in 10th than 11th, and I think that obviously Misfire or Outcast Alpha and Outcast Alpha and Hacks, obviously they can switch places 4th and 5th and stuff like that. So we still have some uh, individual matches. But I'll tell you what, I've been hitting up a lot of people, hitting them up with, you want to come on for the last interview of the year. But a lot of people have stone cold me this week. They'll be like, no, I asked like 12 people. Obviously, we're going to have C-Dub come on and do his final coach's corner for the year. We're going to have Trick come in and talk about just his opinions of the season, what went well, what went not so well. And we're going to have, obviously, 1 and 7 with their big announcement at the end of the match. So let's say right now, unless somebody DMs me in the next couple minutes and says they want to come on between matches 1 and 2, it looks like it'll be me and you holding each other tightly and
Very tightly.
appreciating each other's company.
That sounds all good to me, man. So we're only, let's see, 8 plus 5. OP Math says 13 minutes away from the last official night of this HyperX Scrim Season 1.
So one thing I've been doing today, everyone I've been talking to is kind of like, what has been your, like, as now we've finished this 2-month experience. Obviously, we spent a little bit of time before that getting ready for it. But as it comes to a close, what are some of your takeaways from this season in regards to coming in Friday nights, doing your scrims, and how you handle it and everything?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm having a little audio.
Like, just like, what are your opinions of it, your takeaways, your pros, your things you like, some things you did like?
Are you asking me this question?
Yeah.
Oh, like, dude, okay, so as someone who's casted a lot of scrims, held a lot of scrims and tournaments, the one thing I think I love the most, I can say, about these scrims is the fact that even towards the end, the final week, we're still gonna probably have a full lobby. It is so hard, even with the prize pool, to get the same set of teams to play for a month, even without like the lower teams to drop out. So this unique concept with allowing other teams that are just basically keeping them open still, pretty much, right? And that concept right there is, I believe, is what kind of made these scrims like so unique, right? Because they're scrims, but they're also prizes. So it's a tournament, right? But it's open to everyone. You don't have to register in the very beginning and then like play it through. I thought that concept was unique, because if this was like any other tournament, with 187 being so far ahead, guarantee you we probably would only have like around 10 teams competing tonight. But because the way it's set up, man, we're gonna have full lobbies, so there's always gonna be good action. And that is the one I would say, if I had one thing, it would be that I love about these scrims.
The ironic thing, or the funny thing about that is, obviously we had a lot of brainstorming in the beginning of the season, and one thing that when I was entering my parts in regards to entering my ideas about these ideas of keeping it open, was me thinking back to your second catch season, and really how much time and effort you put in there. And I was like, if this guy had people dropping out after all the work and stuff you put into that second season, there's no way. It's impossible. There's no way to not have it happen. So we got to come up with something completely different, and that's where we kind of thought about just keeping it open. And so that, because like I guess your second cash season was a huge influence on me in coming up with the ideas to keep it open for this season. So it's kind of ironic that the part you like the best is what you helped directly influence.
Yeah, and then so the thing is, see, the teams that are performing well, that are in contention for the prize pools, they're always gonna get that spot. And then we'll have new teams, like you said, unique players. In any other tournament, I mean, you would probably have the same 100-ish people playing, a sub here and there. But 500, over 500 unique players, over 70 teams in just this 8 week period. That is amazing in itself. So really love that concept. Uh, Very nicely done, guys.
Now, I guess that, but just isn't just like this is page on the back. It's obviously, what can we do better? There's always something we can do better. Uh, what would you say we can do that's gonna make it better for season two? Because I know there's gonna be a season two. Hopefully, um, I'm invited back to participate. Hopefully, we all are and stuff. But what do you want? Anything you'd like to see different in season two that we haven't really done? And I don't take criticism as a negative thing. I think as a positive thing.
It's always.
I mean, there's the same things I'd like to see a little bit
constructive
different.
criticism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think. I don't know. That was always my one pet peeve, dude. Is you work your ass off. Excuse the language. But to go through the process of setting up roles, doing these tournament things, doing the graphics, and at the very end, it's like boring to watch because there's 10 teams. It's supposed to be like this huge prize, but there's 10 teams.
Yes.
And I don't know, this HyperX Scrim season, the way it was set up is just perfect because it allows.
What I would like
is
to have
fill
more
up those spots.
Yeah, I mean we've never had a Scrim with less than 20 teams.
Yeah. I mean, it's natural,
like
throughout the night, right? Like the first round or two, especially for these, because these are four rounds tonight, on Fridays. But it's natural for like the last round, teams kind of drop off. But that's nothing compared to like when you do like a month thing or an 8 week thing with a set 20 teams, and then by the time you get to that final, it's only like 10 teams, and it's like really boring to watch. I'm trying to find.
Well, I know that, like I said,
some kind of criticism to say, but.
Well, I would say is if one thing that I would want is, because all of us work so hard, all of us have our own like stuff we're doing when it's not Scrim time. In a perfect world, I would wish that we had the behind the scenes help to have a huge like have more media, more overviews, more pre-game stuff, more post-game stuff to step it up. So something happened every single match, not just like once a week or whatever, or that we could put out official scores every single every match that was, and have enough people in the background to kind of do that. Obviously, as you know, I do all the counting, and it's hassle on my part. And I know everyone like you and Nick and Duke all bust our asses. But I said, in a perfect world, if we could have had, graphics for you, for Nick, every Wednesday and Friday that was like all the up to speed.
Maybe like
cherry
potentially
topper
in the
future.
And stuff like that.
Killers.
But
that's
the thing is, it requires work, right? It requires work, and hats off to the people over there on OUTcast. They do all that stuff on.
It's me. I do it.
Pickford does
Pikachu.
all the.
Pikachu does it too.
He keeps a lot of track. Okay, so those 500 plus players he's talking about. Remember, he's been keeping track of all their individual stats, right? That is a lot more work than if he would have done a tournament with like a set 20 teams, because then he wouldn't have to keep track of each. You don't have to keep track of like maybe 100 people. That's it, right? But he's keeping track of individual stats, individual team stats, and then they also got to put that all together to see how it affects the overall scoring. So
that is when you're doing your
stuff like
your,
that,
your
yeah.
normal scripts.
If
that's
you guys
why
can get more
I'm not
help,
playing.
Anyone out there, any graphics dudes, maybe potentially.
Whenever you see, people ask me, how come you're always on random stream but you're never playing? And I was like, because when I'm watching it, that's when I'm crunching all the numbers and adding all the going through all the screenshots to add it up
while people are getting fisted.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting there doing that, watching your stream.
In game,
actually, it makes me a lot more puts me in a better mood to watch your stream while I do crunch those numbers.
Yeah, so stuff like that, that's. I don't know if I would call that a criticism, because that's just something that'll add
or an
to
improvement
it.
we could do, I guess.
Like maybe even if you had someone who was creative with video making. Maybe after each
Yeah,
screen, make like a little 1 minute highlights, like, or 2 minute
exactly.
highlight, so that we can
That's
play
great. That's a great
the
point.
people that you have streaming these can play that little video. Hey, look at this is what happened last Wednesday, or if case you guys missed it, for any team that maybe teams that didn't show up on Wednesday but they come back on Friday, but like, hey, this is what you guys missed on Wednesday. But
That's a good
I wouldn't
point.
call, like I said, I wouldn't call that a criticism. It's more like an add-on, an improvement. It's
Yeah,
really hard for me
I
to
gotta
find
say
anything to criticize.
that's a better way to put it. Yeah, what do you want to improve on
Everything's
next season?
even the Discord, the registration, and all that stuff is very friendly. So I mean, it's hard for me to find something to criticize.
Oh yeah, I would like to do more. Like I would see to
Like
do more to
legit.
publicize it, better highlights, like putting out weekly highlight, like a couple bit of highlight stuff. And we said this is not a season one. It's not over. Obviously, when this is over, this is the end of season one. We're going to be doing. There's a couple of small little things that OUTcast has kind of in the bakery, rising little cookies and stuff that they're going to be pushing out over the next couple of weeks. But
Okay.
I know for a fact that they're in communications with both HyperX and with other companies to bring in season 2. We're going to take there's going to be a little bit of an off season. It's not going to go right into, like, we're not going to go from season 1 into season 2. There's going to be some downtime, but there is going to be a season 2 for sure, guaranteed. And it's going to be bigger than season 1. I'm pretty, unless something crazy happens. I can't announce anything because I only have limited information. But it's going to be a season 2, and it's going to be bigger than season 1, and like more sweaty, more salty, and just more of the same. So I'm going to be looking forward to a season 2. If again, that's presuming that I'm involved with it and everybody else is involved with it, because one thing that I've really enjoyed with casting with the three of you guys. You guys are like you want to talk about how do we see different teams be successful playing different styles.
Mm-hmm.
One thing in this with working with you, Nick and Duke, is you guys are all so at the tops of your games, and you guys do it completely different. You're because each time I go in there, I got to kind of like change my game up a little bit to whoever's streaming. But each one of you guys
the glue
is
that
so
binds us all, Pickford.
good at it. I mean, so like for I guess the extreme would be like Duke. Duke is I'm fighting to get a word in now and then. I got to be in there. Like I'm like a counter puncher. Duke talks so much and so quickly. I gotta like go in there, throw a couple jabs, and jump back, get out of his way.
Mm-hmm.
Where Nick allows more of a conversation, long term, like almost like we're doing a podcast in the middle of a scrim. And you're kind of like a mixture of both of those, where when the action gets going, you're very crisp, very quick, very to the point, getting from action to action.
I get into
but when it slows
mode.
down, that's when you get into that kind of conversation mode, talking about a million different things. So, like I said, I've learned a lot from all three of you guys, and I've enjoyed the hell out of all three of you guys. Obviously, one of my like big things is obviously when they said you were going to come on random, and I was going to be able to do it with you. That was a big thing for me. Because I've been on the other side for so many months, so many years, like absorbing your content, to actually be on the part where I actually get to create it with you. That was obviously huge for me, and I really appreciate that you allowed me to come in, because you could have said, "Hell no, I do it by myself." Screw Pickford, and they would have probably. I mean, you're a big name. They probably would have told me to beat feet.
No, I thought whenever
but
I
you
was
were
like, hey,
you were cool enough to allow me to come in.
I'm gonna be able to cast with Pickford. That's very nice. Not to cut you off or anything, but I forgot. I want to play the commercials real quick, and I know we're about to start. So let me go ahead and play those for your viewer. These are some of the products. These are the products right here that are part of the prize pool, sponsored by HyperX. Of course, I'm actually wearing one of them, the headphones, right? Then of course HyperX. If you need a reliable USB microphone for your streaming needs, or even like video conferencing, this thing is nice. I mean, look, it looks very beautiful. It's red. It's pretty, right? And I think the new one has like it changes colors too, but oof, and I didn't get to play. Let me play those commercials real quick. There's still a waiting lobby. There's still the lobby. watching the commercials while hearing the footsteps in the background. All right, so the plane is live right now. We are in the last commercial. Hopefully, everyone doesn't decide to laugh and have to chink and kill each other. But
I have heard that. I have heard that some teams aren't going to try that. They're going to shoot players.
There we go.
And it's a perfect air play path for that.
Dude, very beautiful plane. I know you guys can't see it, but trust me, it is a beautiful plane. And here we go. This is the beautiful plane path we're talking about. Pretty much down the center in a diagonal, obviously, but you should be able to get to almost any location. Primorsk and Kamishki, a little far. You can't float there. You can pull a Pickford, right? You can pull your parachute the moment you can, and you can float your butt there. You just got to be careful you don't get shot as you're coming down, but you can't float there. We have 187 heading down towards Novo.
That's not their normal place. That's Dreamkiller's spot.
That is not their normal place,
but Dreamkiller's supposed to see that because they went to Built to Power, which no one ever goes to.
Maybe some things were said on the all chat, huh? Who knows?
Maybe.
So 187 finds themselves. Well, not really. We do have Team 12 down. Let me get my little cheat sheet up and active. Sorry, guys. Team 12, 10 HP. All it takes is just one person not to have the 10 HP thing, and it messes me all up, I swear. 10 HP is landing somewhat near Nova. No one right now inside a military base. It's a little weird because normally 10 HP likes to land on the
military,
west,
on the outside of military.
On the west side of military,
yeah.
Right? So it's a little weird. We have Sadistic, Team 15, let's see. That is Killers landing all in the same little compound together. I think they were just the duos. I think that's why. No one in military. Look at the zone, too. Wow, that is a nice zone. Look at everyone win. We have
wow.
2 teams inside Zarki right now. 4 teams inside North George, and then we have 3 teams outside over there in West George Pool. 3 teams inside of. Nobody ever comes normally to Yasnaya. They know that the Wu like to come here, but
that's what I heard. I heard that there were that some teams were like, I know that the Forgotten, and specifically, but some teams were kind of like, we're going after the Wu and Yasnaya for the last match.
Well, one of those teams is Misfire Zeus,
the former Forgotten team. That was a team. If you remember at the beginning of the season, that was the Forgotten's drop spot was Yasnaya, but they got kind of pushed out by the Wu. And they said, okay, tonight we're gonna try to take it back.
They want to reclaim their territory in the last night. Although, unfortunately for them, they do have Unzipped. Now, Unzipped is a I don't want to say a new team, but they're definitely newer to these scrims.
Yes, I haven't seen them. I saw them yesterday for the first time. Or
maybe they don't know that the Wu, one of the top teams, especially one of the top fraggers, lands here in Yasnaya. So they ended up landing here, but there is 3 teams here. I'm not used to seeing 3 teams, and so I thought tonight was gonna be sweaty, and it looks like it's already. Just look at this zone right here, over here by George Pool. Look at all the teams in within a 2,000 meter radius. There's quite a few teams. In fact, so much so that OUTcast Alpha was pushed from their usual drop site. I mean, they normally drop Zarki.
I think these scrims are kind of like they're going to try to settle some scores. I guess maybe some blood kind of came up over the season. They're using this to kind of go after whoever that they feel that they have an issue with and try to go after him. So we'll have to see how successful that is.
So what you're saying is everyone's gonna want to slice at Trick since he's probably killed him at least once.
Yes, I know that at least the first match when it comes to Yasnaya. But
speaking
we'll
of Trick, he's
for the rest
preparing
of
that nade. There's no one there in that building though, but he just to let people know that there's someone around. specifically Unzipped, and of course Misfire Zeus up there at the apartments towards the northeast side of Yasnaya. Still no action though. A lot of these teams, even though they kind of look at Pachinki, I'm not used to seeing Pachinki empty. It's normally Hacks goes there's. Where is Hacks at? Let's see what team is Hacks today. Team 19. Where is Team 19? Team 9. See, all it takes is a couple of people. Oh, never mind. He has D Hacks. Okay, so Team 19 is. Wow.
They're up there
Kamishki.
by Kamishki.
Wow. Okay. So
Doing a
they
huge
dude,
split.
If they would have normally they drop Pachinki, I'm sure they're so close to. I think you said it was Outcast Alpha, right? That they're kind of playing it a little safe, right? But unfortunately for them, there's nobody at Pachinki either way, and they're gonna eventually have to rotate. There's almost every single team is north of the zone.
Look at George. Like North George is a slaughterhouse. I mean, it's just like these teams. You have Misfire. You have JJTC. You have who else up here? New Zealand.
11, NZ team.
Was
is
it
that what it
New,
stands for? New Zealand.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But
yeah, 3 teams.
I guess like 3. I see like more, but 2 of them for Misfire. Plus, last one standing in South George, along with Team 21 down there too. SpaceX, which is a quality team too.
So they're definitely gonna be a thorn on some of these people's side. Every time last one standing decide to join these scrims, they definitely ruin someone's game.
We talked to Floop about that, and you know, if they had played every match, they would have come in the top 5.
Oh, for sure, because they definitely
just by the math, if you did like what they scored when they were in here.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we do have some action. It looks like some.
Misfire on Misfire action.
Misfire on Misfire action. Down goes Simp Zozu with the first kill. I think the first official kill of the game. Down he goes. Knocked though. This
by
time
a third party.
Yeah, third party coming in from New Zealand. NZ. Luckily for Zozu, he should be able to get revived. Artemis already getting the revive. I don't think these guys are gonna push. They're kind of a little too far. Although this is a perfect opportunity to kind of shift around. Although there is more than just the team that they were shooting at right now. Misfire, Jinjin, JJTC. Did I finally say it right?
Jinjin Stinchin. You got it, my guy. You got it.
Wait. What was it?
Jinjin Stinchin.
Thinchin. Okay. Oh, we got some action inside of Yasnaya, so let's go ahead and go back. I just seen someone from Unzipped knocked. Today has been knocked and thirsted, so now Unzipped with 3 players remaining. Not sure who got the kill. Let's go check to see if it was Misfire.
I'm guessing it's Trick.
No, it was probably, and it was Trick. Yes, with the 1 kill.
Yeah, I didn't even know who it was. Right. So I'm just gonna always guess Trick.
He heard 1 kill in Yasnaya, and knew Trick was in there, and said Trick. Safe bet.
That's right. That's all. I was gonna guess
That's
Trick.
That's a safe bet right there. I wouldn't bet against that. Right now we have Giuliani kind of heading towards Team 14, Metaphor Bravo. Must have potentially spotted him because he was driving down that way and he just turned around. So I'm thinking potentially he saw some movement over there and decided not to go there. Still no one inside Pachinki right now. It's just a little eerie that no one's down there. And that is the split that I'm used to seeing 10 HP take over there down towards the southern end of military. And we do have 187, the current leaders. I mean, pretty much 187 could have skipped these rounds and still came out.
They could have taken this whole week off and still won.
But they're like, nah, we're real competitors. We're gonna come in and no matter what. It's like when you know you're gonna pass a test, you already have 100% in the class, and you go in there just to take it anyways. That's what they're doing.
They're just doing a victory lap, and I'm really excited to see what they got to say tonight too. You know, if they're gonna hopefully it's something they're combining. I hope it's something they're combining with somebody or just bringing somebody in or something good. So I would like to hear some good marriages that come out of these scrims. Like I said, if it wasn't for this scrim, we never would have had a chance to bring the Forgotten into Misfire. So I'm grateful for that and having that opportunity.
With Team 20 and Team 21, Broken Natives versus SpaceX. BNYOS has been knocked, but they have thirsted already. A9 from SpaceX as SpaceX Mango pushes towards Andre very nearly getting knocked, and he does get knocked, but Calm.
So low.
He is very, very low. Staying calm in the moment. Though. even taking
And
his
he
time to burst
thirsted him.
jumper.
Oh.
That's how calm he was that he was able to do that. And with these guys at the edge of the, oh man, that's not a good spot to be in for Hulk.
Hulk needs to get up there. I'm not a big fan of this. He needs to put rounds on this guy right here. I know what he's waiting for.
The moment, there you go. And Mango, I mean Hulk could probably just get in the water and never mind. Down he goes. So the first team taken out, SpaceX taken out by Broken Natives. Hulk should have probably just got in the water and like swam the opposite direction.
Yeah, I mean,
if he
I don't know if they had been close, maybe he could have taken out Calm earlier and when he was so low. But you know, I'm more of a fan of everyone trying to tight and fight together in those scrims or in the squad rushes. But that's just my opinion. That's my tactic I like to use. And look at Metaphor, like the Metaphor. What is it?
Metaphor.
Take that nice boat ride, nice leisurely boat ride. It's around.
Oh, that is Metaphor. Okay, no. See, at the same time, Metaphor Bravo, Dark J was getting killed by Trick. So that's why I was trying to see which one. Wait, do we have some bridge? Oh, no, okay. I did see something going on with someone from Misfire. I think it is from JJ.
Yeah, they're rotated. They rotated right past Unzipped. Now they're rotating right by T17 top strikers, and that's gonna obviously.
Jin Jin has to leave.
He's the only one left. His rotations is running right through him.
And the zone is coming in, so this is the reason why we have teams coming in already. As Pickford said, the other Manafort squad taking that nice little we'll call this a Friday boat ride. Join the evening.
But you know, let's see if 10HP hears or anything and goes over there, because that's always that threat when you're coming around in those glass boats. You know, a couple of rounds. As soon as I hear tink 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 on the side of the boat, I'm jumping out, because they take about 4 shots from a 9mm handgun before they blow up.
Yeah, we could all use some. Oh, look at they're actually having a drop in the water for them.
Right on them.
MK14 with some level 3 gear. Luckily for them, 10 HP is not close by. It'll be curious to see if 10. I think Prod just saw that. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. It'll be curious to see if they actually go take a peek. If they do, I see some movements in vehicles. If they go take a peek at that, they might actually be able to catch.
Well, it looks like the Wu might be running into Dream Killers on the East Coast Bridge.
Dang it! I think we might see some people die in the water right now. I want to say 10 HP saw the drop and are going towards it, and they're just gonna happen to see Men of 4 driving. Look at that! They see the boat.
Oh, they see the boat. Yeah.
See the boat. And let's get their perspective. 2 boats, I should say. They might. I don't know. If I was 10 HP, I'd probably grab my car and try to get ahead of them.
Yeah, get over there and try to catch them rolling in.
We do have a drop coming in for 187 black, an MK14 and an AUG. That is a flare drop. Let's go over to Dream Killers and the Wu that are just about maybe only separated really by that road and that little tiny hill that's on the other side of that road.
That's obviously the number 1 and number 2 teams of the entire season. So the 2 big boys, the heavyweights, going at it early.
It's always so tricky to try to get people in this embankment right here, because all they gotta do is just pop up a little bit, take a few shots, and then go back down. But you do always gotta worry about your sides. Here comes a nade. Very nicely thrown.
If you can get a nade up there on top of that building, you're gonna do some damage.
Yeah, unfortunately for them though, because they're lowered, I don't think they'd be.
It's very hard, yeah.
Well, for the Wu, it's a little easier since they're elevated. They can go a little further. I think that Team 10 is just gonna dip. Yeah, they're getting in their vehicles. They're just gonna, which is a smart thing. I'm not sure if any of them have been knocked and know who that is, but No, like Pickford likes to, there's no reason to take a fight so early. There's still
Hmm.
plenty of game left to play.
Well, I would take this fight. I'd go across the bridge and maybe wait down there. Try to reposition so you have a better spot. Because the Wu still has to come across
Uh,
this bridge once the zone ends.
we have Outcast Alpha and the two members of Team Killers 15 right next to each other. I'm not sure. And Brownie's right there. Down goes Brownie. Not quite sadistic. Thirsted as well.
Mm. It's surprising there's not one team guarding the West Bridge.
Yeah,
Which you'd think there'd be
I
at
think
least
everyone
one team
thought
there.
that there was gonna be bridge campers there, and there's actually no bridge campers there.
If you look at Hacks and now Tennessee are both taking their boats by each other way south, along with looks like Team 20 is going to come down there too and try to get involved, maybe a little boat on boat action.
And now Dream Killers have set up shop right there at that bridge. The zone more than likely is gonna force them from that bridge, but that's just gonna create more headache for the Wu.
And here they come. Here
Top
go.
Strikers. Here comes Top Strikers right behind them. Okay, never mind. Luckily
They're under the water for whatever reason.
There were shots fired, so now here it comes. Now they know there's people there. This.
It's hard for any team when you get caught by between two teams like this, even though it is Wu. When you have Top Strikers on one side and the Dream Killers on the other.
Yeah, that's always a bad situation to find yourself in, being pinched by, and especially since there's really not a whole lot you can do here. I mean, you can take a dive into the water and hope that you can make it far enough, and they give up on looking for you. But luckily for them, they did get a knock on Top Strikers. Although this should provide Sarge that opportunity he needs to get across this water and get up and be able to help Stella and Junie up there. Right now would be the perfect opportunity, having the Wu pinned to the other side with Top Strikers right here, holding them from being able to push back.
Because I mean, if Junie gets knocked right now,
we have the forgotten. Misfire Zeus now approaching from that side as well. So we might have a fourth party going on right now with Misfire Zeus.
Yes.
Zone is closing. Still have Outcast Bravo out there in Primorsk. I see a boat going towards him. That might not be a good thing. Did Top Strikers push? They're pushing out to the side. This is what's dangerous about this embankment. You always have to worry about that side. Not so much this side by the bridge, but definitely this side. And then when you have them on across by this gas station, it makes it so much harder for them to be able to do anything. And right now, the Wu definitely feeling that pressure from Top Strikers. Already losing U-Turn and Real Deal. So the Wu already down to just 2 players. And let's see the zone shift. And there we go. This bridge no longer in play. Look at the zone still slightly in the other bridge. Although I want to say we could potentially see a military base ending with 187 Black already being there. They've been chilling right now, collecting loot. I'm surprised they haven't been hyper aggressive, although they haven't heard any shots around them. I'm assuming the moment they hear some shots, they're like gonna go straight there in their vehicles. Because as we stated, they literally could have skipped this entire week and still could have won. Okay, so for them, I would, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, let's go push. Let's go push everyone. Kill everyone. Kill everyone you see. No mercy. Okay? Just like Cobra Kai, no mercy. And Jin Force, luckily for him,
he just jumped. He just drove off. I think he just drove off the edge and then got out of the vehicle. I think up the bridge. And
Jason,
now it's just swimming across.
I just noticed he's the only one here for True Esports. And we do have
some action going down with True Esports,
and Team Broken Natives. Broken Natives has
and look at 187 Black just been in military the whole time, just to see buildings, just like having a nap, having some lunch, maybe hanging out, getting some sun, just having a great time.
Writing over there their life story over there. All the free time in the world. Although I do see someone from Team 4. Never mind, they just drove past. In fact, they might. Down goes Jinjin, taken out by Jason from
He just
Team
waited up there.
Esports.
He saw his vehicle drive by, just waited for him to come up for air, then popped him when he had a chance.
That is sad. F. Justice for Jinjin.
Still, we are 20 minutes in, still 19 teams of 55 players, so people are still trying to get. So one of these top teams we talked about in 2nd through 5th, if they just get knocked out early up here, they can still get that 1 point, and that's obviously what they don't want. They don't want to. If everyone just plays well, it should stay where the scores can stay pretty close, except for Hacks and OUTcast Alpha. But if one of these top teams has a really bad night, they could lose a spot.
And down goes Trick, knocked by Zeus. And here comes Jonica. I believe it was Top Strikers that killed Real Deal and U-Turn, so they know there's only one up there. And here comes the push. This is a smart push. They're not going. They're just going. And unfortunately, Trick and Jonica forced in the water. For how long will they be able to stay? Especially Trick can't really stay underwater for too long. It's going to be tough. Hacks getting a knock on someone. And thirst from Comp down goes
Trick. There goes Trick.
Jonica now forced to swim in this water. 3rd zone, fully boosted. Should make it to land. Not sure how much longer she'll be able to survive after that, but should make it on land as the Top Strikers move across the bridge now. We do still have Misfire Zeus on the opposite side. Luckily for them, though, they're waited long enough that I don't think that bridge is going to be camped at all. Team last one standing as well on the opposite bridge. Luckily for them, though, no one right there to try to take it from them. No, or try to keep them from coming inside is what I should say. And Jason's just going to take a plunge.
I think is it more of a change. He's going to drive off and
there we go. Zone's gonna hurt. Oh wow. Okay, so we still do have military in zone, but it's looking more like this is gonna be kind of in some like fields/hills area.
Those mountains, those hills right behind military.
Team 16,
right in front of
last
military.
one standing, taking a very nice spot. Unfortunately, though, it's gonna be hard to hold this spot with only 2 teammates. We still have 19 teams left in here. I mean, we only have 52 players, but there's still 19 teams in here. So having only 2 players right now in a spot that's very well known to have a good elevation on everyone, it's gonna be tough to keep with just 2 people. Oh, we have some action with Dream Killer. Sarge has been knocked, thirsted by Top Strikers. Unfortunately, Sarge trying to get some kills to get into that top 5 spot, right?
They're getting knocked out in 19th place, so that's obviously how they want to start this out.
Kills right now, so yeah, that's got to be tough for Sarge. At least Stella and Junie are still alive. They just got to fight on and try to survive past that team. Misfire Zeus driving right past the 2 members of Team 10. I just seen Bucabra has been knocked, so they must have just left him. Or Fish is trying to get the revive. I'm not sure. He is. There's actually no one here right now, so this is well, never mind. Top Strikers is just down the way. Let's see if 10 HP getting some kills. Jesse looks like Jesse's the only one left for New Zealand NZ.
It seems that as the circle goes down, the teams that have all 4 members are going to be in a really good position. A lot of these teams, have a lot of teams, but a lot of teams only have 1 or 2.
Outcast Alpha, only Luigi and Godzilla.
Doom Godzilla.
I mean, Outcast Alpha is missing. Remember, down goes Cedar, so now slightly better. Jay White. Jay White does not get a knock. Gold now left. Down goes Luigi. Gold not hurt at all, so this is going to be a 1v1 Godzilla versus Gold. And Gold clutches, gets 2 knocks. Where is the other member of Team misfire Zeus Bukabra.
Bukabra is rushing in as fast as he
Fish.
can.
He might. And look at that. Bukabra rushing in there. Gets another knock. Gold. Knocks Bukabra down. Goes gold. Finished off by Fish. Let's see if Fish can revive every single member. Luckily, are in zone. Unfortunately for them, Stella's driving by. Stella's gonna probably stop
If anybody has seen this is a perfect time. They need to jump right in there. But Fish coming in there and holding it off for T Forgotten / Zeus to finish off Alpha finishing off not in the points they want either.
And Hacks going down as well. Let's go check out some action over there. Ayu has been knocked. Getting pushed right now by Metaphor Bravo. True Jason still being a thorn on people's side. Solo has already killed 2 kills. Just killed someone from Misfire, Zozu.
Yeah, Thurston.
And then down he goes, killed off by Unzip's baby. In fact, the only surviving member of Unzipped. So the Solo takes out the Solo. This is story of everyone's lives right there.
And look at all these teams down the south coming out of military now. They're all going to push north. So 187, Hacks, Metaphor, Bravo, 10 HP, they're all going to push up north. So they're obviously going to get a little bit of action when they pull that off.
Alma Monk has been knocked by Max from Team Hacks. Ruthless is not knocked, but severely hurt. There he goes, gets a heal off. And down goes Alma Mont. I think it's Team 13 taking pop shots at everyone, yeah. That is Metaphor.
That Metaphor, Bravo, this is the Metaphor team.
This is Metaphor team.
They know that there's teams to the south now, and they're going to try to camp them out from them coming out of military.
Yeah, that's the perfect strategy to prevent people from coming back in, especially having to go up this hill or through this valley. I mean, teams can still flank all the way around, but that's going to be tough, especially with 187 over here on the east side of this zone. It all depends on what 187 is going to do. They've been fairly quiet right now, although they are known for being highly aggressive towards the end of the matches. And they have been at military, fully looted, hadn't got any kills. I'm pretty sure they're a little antsy to start shooting their guns. If I was them, I would do it for content. I would go around with just like a crossbow or something. I mean, they're gonna win anyways. They can have fun with it and do some crossbow matches. Although the other top prize is still very much in contention. So down goes Luigi. We do have some action going down. Where's that at? With 187? Yeah, 187 now. Gatekeeping Hacks. Down goes Jesse. Blaze
HP in the center.
Down goes Blaze, knocked to the zone. And the zone shifted. Got quite a few people knocked right now.
Teams are trying to get out of the blue. Hacked and the Metaphor Ruthless is trying to get out of the blue before this level 5 zone destroys them.
Artemis knocked. Wait, Crazy T's just chilling outside the zone. Is he doing the heal off thing? He is. No, he's not. He is not doing the heal off thing. He might see Fat Boy from Misfire and take him out. It's already hard enough for Fat Boy to try to even come into the zone with team 10 HP and top strikers right here, and now he's gonna have to worry about someone shooting him in the back. There he goes. He should potentially see. Never mind.
No, Goldie saw him.
Goldie saw him, and now Goldie has saw Crazy T. He's gonna blame that on Fat Boy for making him a target. So down goes Misfire. Down goes Crazy T for killers. We're down to just 4 teams. 187. They have 5 kills. They have 5 kills. But they haven't really been a big factor the whole round until just now, which is always the most important part, is towards the end. Godzilla for Team Misfire Zeus has been knocked. Let's see if Luigi can get the revive. Ginger and Clown now the only ones up for 187 as the zone pushes. 10 HP just letting them have it right now. That vehicle is not exploded. And they just get blessed with zone too. They don't have to move up. They have to move up, but just not at all. Not a whole lot. A few meters, if anything. Not sure if they have cover though. Let's see if they have any kind of hard cover. No rocks, nothing. They got like a little tiny dip right here, I guess. Sometimes that's all you need is a little dip to survive.
All you need, a little bit of deflate to give yourself some cover.
And I think, nope. Let's see. We have Legend and Rage still up for Top Strikers. Top Strikers right now with 9 kills. And they also got one of the top
we tried it
teams.
before, and this is like when they have a little bit of range, because with their 8 higher ping, they need a little bit of range to be its most effective.
Down goes Blaze. About to be thirsted by Godzilla. 187 Clown now. He's the only one that we still have 4 teams left. 10 HP, full squad. In fact, Clown's the odd one out. He's the only one that doesn't have a full squad right now.
This is when you really want to focus so much on your left and right flanks. You can see obviously right in front of you, no one's going to come that way. If you're going to get anybody coming at you, it's going to be from your left or your right. So those guys on the flanks are super important. Godzilla gets knocked.
Down goes Clown. Gets a few knock on 10 HP.
And now it's Misfire Zeus versus 10 HP.
Clown definitely made this a lot easier for Misfire Zeus right now. He kept popping them off as they were coming into zone. Prod now the only one up. Goldie's still alive, but I mean too far away right now. I mean there's no cover whatsoever. Prod trying to see if he can get lucky with the nade. I think at this point Goldie should probably just kind of go play, mark the enemy real quick, tell him where he's at. Although I'm pretty sure when you have 4 people shooting at you, you know where they're at. And Bukaba with that side, flanking out to the side. Down
and there you
goes
go.
10
Excellent
HP.
job.
Misfire Zeus win the first round with 9 kills. 10 HP come in second with 5 kills. And 187 Black come in third with 7 kills. Let me go and take some screenshots real quickly.
And that battle of Hacks versus OUTcast Alpha. Hacks coming in 9th place. OUTcast Alpha, coming in 18th. So there's obviously that battle for 4th and 5th. Round 1 goes to Hacks. They only need 3 points to surpass OUTcast Alpha and take that 4th place versus 5th place position. So it looks like for the rest of them, it's going to be pretty close. At the end, our goal is, before we go off tonight, is to give everybody those final scores unofficially so they know who's where before it's all over.
All right, so let me go ahead and upload these screenshots and then, of course, play our commercials, and then we will be back. Who are we?
Nobody from between 1 and 2, but 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 5. After 4, we have.
So we'll just interview ourselves then. That's fine.
I love it.
Let me go ahead and put out these screenshots, and then I will be playing those commercials. Go round 1. All right, guys, I'm gonna play these little slight commercial break, and then we'll be back with Pickford, and we'll discuss things coming up next. get into my spectating spot.
Well, I just got a DM from player unknown who has played for Dream Killers on their second team, that Dream Shatterers, Dream Breakers slash team that they've been around. He has just let me know that he has left Dream Killers and has joined Classified Esports, and that Classified Esports plan on becoming a full-time team in season 2 when it comes up. A team that we saw a couple times
Nice.
through through this first season, but a team that hasn't showed up for all the matches. But from what Unknown is saying is that they are one of the first teams to say we are going to be here for all the matches in season 2. So teams already kind of making their declarations.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, there's still quite a few teams out there that need to get in their vote for most dangerous player of the season. If I've sent you a DM, you need to get back to me hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, so we can get those votes tallied. The reason why I wanted a couple days, we did a couple days earlier, is obviously we want to get media built up for it and stuff like that. So for that prize show on Monday, we were able to, present the highest quality as possible, and the goal is to have all the players and all the teams that come on that win to come on and accept their prizes and make a couple comments for whatever prize they've won. So
Nice.
if
So
you
that's,
have, if I sent you
Monday,
that DM,
right?
there's a lot of teams. What's that?
You said Monday? This Monday?
Monday, yeah, Monday where we would normally have the Monday show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have the pregame, or instead of a pregame show, we're going to have the awards show. I don't know if they've talked to you about it, but I know the goal is to have, if you guys are available, to come on and pipe in if you guys are available. I know that you're a very, very busy guy with lots of stuff going on, but if you are available on Monday evening, I know that speaking for Duke, that they wanted to have you and Nick come on for at least some of it, and kind of give your thoughts and stuff, and be a part of that award show.
I can see what I can do, for sure.
You're like, hell no, you'd be lucky you got me on Fridays, losers.
No. Some in real life stuff going on, so I probably won't be streaming a whole lot more. So
yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't
like
really said anything, but I hope everything's good with you. And everything works out. Cause I said you're I hope that Random, you're a big part of everybody's kind of how can I put it, part of their like PUBG process. Watching you, like for me on Saturdays, that's part of my like crunch the numbers thing, is watching you stream on my TV while I crunch the numbers. I really enjoy that Saturday afternoon doing that, and I hope that you have to deal with what you have to do for IRL, and hope it all works out, because like I said, you're very, very important to a lot of people in this community just watching you, and I hope you understand how important you are to a lot of us.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I will still do a stream tomorrow for Halloween. I mean, I bought the damn costume for it. So I will be doing some streaming tomorrow, but not the whole 12 hours like I normally do. It's gonna be some customs and still prizes. Speaking about a prize, actually, we need to figure out how to give away a gift card, because I was gonna as I said last week, I was gonna give away a gift card to one lucky viewer of the stream. So let's see where my gift card's at. We're not gonna do it.
You
now.
have your
I just gotta make sure
you have your wheel of watchers.
The wheel of names, huh? Actually, I was gonna see if Brownie or C-Dub, whoever's in control of the Twitch channel, to see if they could I'm trying to look for my damn gift cards. I can't find them. Hold on, I'm having some technical difficulties. Yeah, so see if we can if they can maybe use the bot to kind of choose, make it a little bit more random.
Well, we'll have C-Dub on here after this next match, so we can hopefully have maybe C-Dub give us a little bit of input.
I swear I had it right here. I don't know where it's at.
To all those viewers, a lot of viewers, you guys, we have a lot of viewers that watch it that never played one match, just watched the scrims the whole season, and for that, I thank you so very much. This is a scrim or a channel that started at the start of this scrim with 0 followers, 0 anybody. We're already up to almost 500 followers, we're getting, 500-600 views, unique views for every video / live watch. So to all those people that have tuned in, uh, saw the drama, all the various stories going through the season, we've kind of brought them up here and there. The whether it was all the way back in Drop or Broham or those teams, was 187, are they the hackers, or the Woo, the Woo starting out, are they going to show up for all the matches? And then they come in taking it seriously and how dominant the Trick's been, or OUTcast Alpha, in their gameplay, are they going to be able to make it, see the top 5? But they were bleeding points mid-season, but they ended up being able to clutch it. There are a lot of unique stories going through this whole season, and if you've been watching all of it and watching the videos and watching the interviews and stuff, you know that each one of these teams, deal with the stress of the season differently and try to be as best as they possibly can. And each team having different goals that they set for themselves, and hopefully they can hit those goals. And I've seen a lot of teams this season has either caused teams to strengthen and get stronger, or to kind of fall away. Like I said, our Misfire, it was great for Misfire. We were able to partner up with the Forgotten to make Misfire that much more strong. But a lot of other teams we've seen that kind of have fallen away. Like teams like we haven't seen Infamous in quite a while. We haven't seen Broham. We haven't seen who else is it? Some of the other teams that played a lot of these matches and now are just kind of either like time or poaching or internal squabbles have kind of broken them up.
Yeah. It's always tough, there's always teammates that come and go. It's always hard to find those few people that click and do well together. So.
You are so right, sir. You are so right. So I pulled up the overall scores. I mean, every team that's ever played, some of the teams that we've seen that used to be, in here every week, that for one reason or another had some sort of internal issues that caused them to drop. That was a team that was here a lot. Infamous, a team that used to be in here a lot, pretty much every match. That we don't see obviously nearly as much. Who else? Bad Company used to be in here a lot. Drop. It's just Broham. Yeah, but then we see other teams that have kind of been new teams that have come here and been successful. Hopefully we'll see more of Last One Standing. A team that comes in here does very well when they're in here. Hopefully we see Meeseeks in here more often. ADP, Genesis, the guys from Jamaica that have come in early and done well. KGB has done well. Walking Frags. A lot of teams came in here for here and now in Luxurious. That all-girl team we talked to on Wednesday. There's a lot of good teams that came up, but some teams that kind of, I say disappeared. And I think Infamous is like I said, is one of them that was here for a lot of these matches that have kind of, I don't know if they're not playing anymore. They decided not to play anymore, but they played for most of the preseason and most of the season before they decided to kind of call it quits. As we go into this second match in Miramar, the pros map, the great equalizer when it comes to teams that have maybe a lucky streak. It seems that luck FPP, right? Goes away in Miramar. It should be FPP, but I don't know if these guys have figured out how to do that.
You gotta finesse it, yeah.
Yeah, I know they know that you know how to do it. Maybe, this is over now. Maybe should have probably asked you. But anyway, whenever I have a question with custom rooms, I just ask you, hit you up with a DM.
I mean, Brownie did ask me, but it's pretty much like a hit or miss. You gotta kind of finesse it, and unfortunately, sometimes you can get it to work, sometimes you can't. This was one of those times you're not gonna be able to get it to work. Guarantee you though, when this round is done, he opens up another one. It's gonna be FPP Sandhawk, because that's normally the way it works.
Yeah.
Imagine not downloading the map. Who did not download the map?
Yeah.
Miramar is the biggest map to download, so maybe they're just trying to conserve space. Although a good team manager would inform his entire team, hey, we're going to play all 4 maps tonight. Make sure you have them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you want to be a team manager, make sure you know what the responsibilities are, because you can really get your team in trouble.
I'll tell you what, the job of a team manager or the number one supporter is so important. We have one, our team manager Yori. I tell you what, I mean, I can't think of one person on our team more important than she is. I don't know about all the clappers. She keeps us such on the straight and narrow. I mean, she is worth her weight in gold.
See?
And I know that your support staff, especially with Lady stuff, I know how much you depend on them to
Yeah.
make your streams as high quality as they are.
Yeah, managers. OP.
Oscar, he's terrible. You can get rid of him whenever you want to.
Sorry. He's actually in the chat too. All right, so we have 3 teams land. Wait, let me count this right. Yeah, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 teams inside Los Leones, fairly separated though. Although Clown is kind of by himself.
Let's see if anyone's gonna go to Mikado with the Woo.
No one's gonna go to Picado with the Woo. Don't worry, Trick. If I was in this, I would have went to Picado for sure.
I would have died probably before I got there. I would have fallen out of that, shot out of the air.
We have 2 teams inside of Graveyard slash, what is that, Minas Generales? Quite a few teams around San Martin, so all these teams are starting to head towards the west side over there by El Pozo, La Cobreria. Normally the spot that OUTcast Alpha takes, we have also Team 20 heading over there as well. So, let's see. Get my darn cheat sheet out, I swear, every time. And again, the zone shift. Everyone on one side of the zone, and the zone just decides to do the exact opposite.
No.
Very interesting zone too. We could potentially see somewhat of a Valley del Mar finish, or either that or these hills. I mean, there's a lot of hills and mountains just in this general area. So
I was playing a duos match, and it ended right on the bridge on Valley del Mar. I've never had that happen before.
So it's very possible we can see something similar to that with this map being the way it is. I mean, the zone being the way it is. Go back over to San Martin. Hendrix has been knocked by Andre. And down goes Frankie as well. So Frankie has been knocked. Does that mean Hendrix is also thirsted for team last one standing? Yeah, so Waterboy and Flute for last one stand. They are the last one standing for their squad. Fighting at the very edge of the zone, too. Quite a few teams here. They're not all right next to them, but there's several teams all the way around. Oh, let's
really
go
get run to them as soon as you start rotating.
We have OUTcast Alpha and Team 20, which is Broken Natives. BN. I gotta remember that. BN equals Broken Natives. Andre taking out someone else from last one standing. So does that mean that I think it's probably
Floop?
If Floop is literally the last one standing. Very nearly gets the knock on Andre. Very uncharacteristic, I say, last one standing.
Yeah,
Not used to seeing them
they're usually one that's a super high quality team.
But we're all humans, so you know what happens.
You have a bad match every now and then. You're allowed.
We're allowed. You're allowed to have a bad scrim, guys. You're allowed to. Okay, don't worry about what anyone says. Jay White tossing a nade to Calm does do some damage, not enough to knock, but enough to confirm that there's someone there. And that one lands right inside of that crate. Probably wouldn't have done any damage, but we know Jay White can definitely dunk a nade into a crate without knowing. And 187, not something I was gonna expect to see go down early. Blaze going down early.
I think it's thirsted too.
By Unzipped, thirsted as well. So now Clown. They actually didn't do that wide split that they normally do. Clown was the only one that was far away, and now he's having to push back over there. Let's go back over to NZ. They've just lost Jesse from their team against Sadistic from Team Killers. Looks like Team Killers is going to have a little bit more help. They brought in Lion King, King of the Jungle, and unfortunately, this is not a jungle, it's a desert. Which never makes sense because you don't see lions inside of a jungle, which is...
You see them in the prairie,
like
the high savannas. You see them in the high grass of Africa.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of more like this. If it would be like Miramar if Miramar had more grass. I see some action with Misfire. Let's go back over. Oh, where did it go? I'm trying to figure out where it happened. It's not Zeus. It's not JJTC. Maybe I just saw something. I don't know.
Pro DJs from 187 just gets knocked.
Wait, 187 is down.
They done?
They are done.
Wow. So obviously they're obviously maybe allowing some other teams to get some points in this second match.
Maybe just this is my theory, okay? This is my hypothesis, okay? They heard me say during the middle, during the little intermission we had between rounds, that they should maybe just go around with crossbows, and they're all bad. I don't know. I didn't see any shots fired.
Could be.
So we have several fighting going on right now.
We have been inside each other's back pockets for about 10 minutes.
And then we also have this Team Crazy, Killers and NZ fighting as well right now. Evidently, Ghost Melee Elite and True Esports as well. So several battles happening right now. He's punching C-Dub. Wow.
Still up.
Wow.
And that's it. OUTcast Alpha done in 19th place.
They just got punched.
So looks like the Hacks. Looks like Hacks might have their number and be able to drop OUTcast Alpha into that 5th spot, that last money-making spot.
And
with another poor finish in 2 matches, but still with 2 matches to go, OUTcast Alpha, if they can get themselves 2 top 5 finishes, the last 2 matches can really score some points.
Look at San Martin, that mountain.
Wow.
Picado, north of Picado, all those teams up there. In fact, let's go switch over there because that's what it looks like. All the action is going down. We do have 3 teams here. True Danos has been knocked. Andre has been knocked for SpaceX.
Jason getting in that golden Murado.
He's driving away with style.
Right.
Wrestles. And he busted it just by hitting a little cheap.
Getting a rock that almost destroys.
Wow.
That's Miramar for you.
That's what happens when you drive with style. Is you're not necessarily driving with sturdiness, evidently, because damn, he hit that little metal fence once and it's already about to explode. It's sad. Let's see if there's anything else going on. I do see the Wu and Dream Killers somewhat close to each other.
They're beefing last match to carry on their beef into match 2.
Jason has been knocked. Prod, Thirsted, Goldie, Bliss, and Ecuador still remain for Team 10 HP. Let's go back over to SpaceX. SpaceX just got a knock, I believe, in a Thirst as well. So Wrestle, the only one now left for Team True Esports. Unfortunately, no meds right now. He's slightly boosted. That's going to get him to like maybe 40% health. So he's not 40% health with SpaceX 100 meters. Less than around 50 meters from him. So he definitely needs to be very careful right there. I do see Misfire coming in from the north. No one there. JJTC at Power Grid. So they may potentially meet up right there. I do see
I'm
Misfire
looking
Zeus over
this
there
way up
at
there.
Torre
It's
El
like
Humada.
the all blue team up there in Campo Militar finally coming down now, nice and slowly, taking their time in this first zone.
Top strikers leaving El Azahar coming into zone as well. Mena 4 Bravo as well coming into zone. No one really banking on this zone ending on the south. I'm kind of hoping it does. Just most teams are kind of staying to mid to northern on this zone. I'm a little interested to see what happens when this zone pushes south. If this zone pushes south. No, darn it. I'm gonna go ahead and say the zone's gonna push south because I'm gonna make it happen. Okay.
The power of
we'll
persuasion.
Yeah, streamer's luck. That's what they call it. Oh no! And they drive by Wrestle. Down goes True Esports. So I thought he was gonna get the knock on Mango right there, but luckily, with tonight's Fight Night, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Saw him first, and now they're heading towards Power Grid. And I didn't notice that Misfire JJTC had called an airdrop MK14.
Here comes SpaceX, I think, up on them. They're like, oh yes, we like drops. We have some.
They want some drop stuff. They want it, but unfortunately for SpaceX, they are missing Andre. So, if I recall, in the last round, Andre was definitely. Now White Knight's the one with the most kills in the team. Let's see if JJTC is just gonna fight this out, or they're gonna just. It looks like they want to leave. They're waiting for Ace GG. If they wait a little too much longer, they're not gonna be able to wait at all.
And they're all gonna be in one vehicle, which is, as you know, super shady.
Very, very nice driving right there by whoever's driving.
Usually it should be SC Loco, and SC Loco he came from hard driving mobile games. He's very good driver.
He just did it like a 360. This weird angle. That was nice. I'm glad I caught it. Zone is shifted just slightly to the southwest, so not a huge shift from the middle, but still leaving Valley. Now they need to get out of this vehicle as soon as they can. This thing's smoking. Very nicely done, SL Loco. Best driver in, definitely better driver than I.
Best driver Misfire.
I would have hit like 10 invisible rocks before then.
And one of my best friends on the team, guy's been around forever, super awesome guy.
Crazy T has been knocked.
Shout out to Mrs. SA.
Mrs. SA, there you go. Crazy T knocked, being revived. So it looks like Killas also saw the drop and decided to come investigate. A little too late to the party though. I'm not even sure if JJTC, I'm pretty sure they took everything out of this crate. So this became a kind of a useless fight right now for that crate weapon. Misfire just slightly northwest of this fire. So I'm sure they hear it. They're just gonna go on their merry way and get in zone, which is good. I do see Team 20 Broken Natives heading in from El Pozo. Oh wow, we have top strikers and Misfire Zeus driving somewhat in the same general direction. Potentially could see some little drive-by action. Although most teams nowadays, you're either rocking like a 2-and-2 car, or everyone has their vehicle. And the problem with the good thing about everyone having the vehicle, obviously, more cover for if the zone ends on the outside, or one of your tires get popped and it no longer becomes operable. Bad thing is when you're all in a single vehicle, when you're all in the separate vehicles, you have no one to defend. So you just get blasted by teams as you're coming in, which could be one of the downsides of having all vehicles. I personally like a 2-and-2, one driver.
I like a 2-1-1 and kind of have like, I'm not a big fan of having to go at 100 miles an hour, but kind of take it like a little bit slower and then have
So basically, what Pickford is saying, he wouldn't want me to be driving because I'd be.
I would.
I full boosted all the way. He said maybe not me. Ouch, that hurt.
I'll give you that bolt action. I see you with that bolt action do damage.
But
we want everyone to play with their skills.
Away from there.
maybe Mrs. Random or a lady could drive if they wanted to. Maybe.
I gave up my driving skills for the sniping skills. Okay.
Yeah.
Darn it, you caught me, Pickford.
especially I tell you what, especially you shooting out of smoke. That's your OP strat right there. That's what you do the best. Kind of peek to quarters of smoke. You can put some rounds on people pretty well.
So we do have a misfire Zeus right now. They should be meeting up with top strikers. In fact, they're about to pass Legend from top strikers. No shots fired from. No, never mind. I was seeing things. In fact, top strikers right now in red zone. Let's go ahead and follow them just in case.
Oh, please. Come on.
There's always
like 10 seconds.
It only lasts that. It wasn't meant to be Pickford. It wasn't in the cards tonight.
We asked for so little. Just the occasional red zone car destroyer.
Now it's always more satisfactory when
yes. You don't want to laugh, you feel bad, but then you want to laugh at you because you can't help yourself.
I mean, it's happened to me before in a scrim. I just wasn't able to capture it. And ever since then, I'm like, darn it, if I see a full team going in red zone, I'm going to go spectate, just in case.
You never know.
Because you never know.
You could be that one time.
I could have caught a whole team being wiped in a red zone in a car, and I missed it. So that kind of sucks. Ucabra's still in the red zone, but... Oh, no! See, that would have been me right there. I'm pretty sure Luigi's yelling at him right now. But that would have definitely been me right there. I would have got her. Oh, look at, luckily. And see, you know what I would have said? Look at, I did it on purpose. There was a Murado there.
Yeah, and Luigi's like, that's why Luigi is driving now.
He's like, I'm driving. Give me the damn keys.
This guy Luigi, he was a sub on the Forgotten. Didn't really play that much. Then when they all decided to join Misfire, he came with them. And this guy is a clapper. I don't know why they had him as a sub for this time, because he is really, really good. And I think that next season we're going to be talking a lot more about Luigi as one of our top 10 fraggers at the end of the season.
Now you got to just find someone that's named Mario, and then you got the whole set, man.
Well, I told him, I said, I'm going to take him to Waluigi and be his evil brother.
And then you get Wario in there. There you go, see? And then you can get Toad. There you go. Completes the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one's done that. Call themselves SMB.
No, I've seen this. I've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before.
Yeah, but no one's been like SMB, and there's been every member just a different member of the Super Mario Brothers one. There's tons of people. You have tons of members.
For sure, yeah.
I know my favorite is Waluigi. You know, hashtag bring Waluigi in the Super Smash Bros.
There you go. Get that hashtag trending, guys. Do it for Pickford. Okay.
Oh, they're gonna try to run into the unzipped and taking them. It looks like they got unzipped, trying to push on this team. Whoa, that was tough.
Yeah, unfortunately for
the team that won, match one out in 16th place in match 2. So again, now it's wide open for these scores for the other teams to move up in the scores.
Let's go back over to JJTC because I do still see 2 members of SpaceX here. SA Loco now kind of just chilling, trying not to move, not drawing any attention to himself. Wait, did that door just open by itself all of a sudden? I mean, I'm used to seeing that, but it's a little strange seeing it right there. So we do have some action now with Misfire and Metaphor Bravo. Looks like Fat Boy has been searched, and they just got the knock on Artemis. Alma Mont now gonna be able to, and unfortunately right now they're kind of pinned between 2 teams right now. So
I think the best thing Misfire can have is this issue with Killas and Metaphor Bravo to cap off, and then Artemis Zozu Vulcan to smoke and push back into that house back there. They get themselves a better position.
Luckily, it doesn't look like none of their vehicles are damaged to the point where they can't just full
Yeah, it
send.
looks like after Killers was able to take out was it Sinister that Alma Mont's decided to back off.
Yeah, if they can get rid of Almamont or at least push towards Almamont, that would be the best case scenario. Because right now,
And
with
to
Team
all you viewers
50,
out there, when you're a squad and you're caught between two squads, and you have vehicles, but even if you don't, you have to pick one squad and push that side.
yeah,
You can't
kinda
fight.
have
You
to.
can't fight two battles at once. So usually you
Oh
have to kind of
no!
push into one.
That
Oh,
was
Zozo
good.
jumps out of his car too soon and gets himself knocked.
In his defense, I seen the buggy slam into the wall, and then he jumped out. But I guess it was just too much forward.
Hey, if you've been watching this, you know how Zozu is a free spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Because does his thing, and he's from Trinidad and Tobago. Great guy. He was actually, I met him. He was my #1 fan when I used to stream, and he used to come onto my stream every time, and we got along so well that he ended up joining Misfire. So that's how he was. He was my one and only fanboy on my stream. I mean, I wasn't big like somebody else, you know.
So we'll call
very
him
popular.
So what you're saying is Pickford has fanboys. There you go.
I did. I had one. I mean, I was only on like Omelet, and I had 1,500 followers on Omelet though.
That's nice.
So
sad to say, about half of them were bot followers.
Sorry.
Just like I could say, I have like nearly 65,000 followers, and sadly, about half of those are probably fake.
And I had about 113 on Twitch.
That's so Twitch followers are real, okay? Unless someone's trying to, there is people that do try to view bot other people's streams for some reason. It's like weird. I don't know why they do that. I think that happened to me like a while back too. I was like, I went from like 10 people on Twitch to like 100 something a month. What the and there was nobody talking. That's what's always the kind of the telltale thing. I mean, Pickford, you've seen my chats when there's like 30 people. It's pretty chatty, right?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's pretty lively. And to have over 100 something people and no one talking, it's just very awkward, very weird feeling. I turned off my stream after that happened.
You have a very
my
like,
chat can get very
tight
active,
community. So
everyone knows everyone. So.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of lurkers, I don't think, you know. So everyone's kind of piping in with their 2 cents about this or that.
All right, so the zone shifts north of Chumacera. So this zone actually kept on. It didn't end where I was thinking. It might in fact end inside of Chumacera. So right now for the Woo, I'd probably stay where I'm at. Why push if you don't have to? Misfire.
And so it's same with Dream Killers.
Fat Boy has already been taken out, and it looks like they just took out someone from Killers. No, never mind. Killers still has a full squad.
Now the problem with this is that we've seen this a million times. This is gonna be a battle. One of these 2 squads is gonna win, and the other one's gonna get killed by the blue.
There's 3 squads. We have
there's 3 squads.
Well,
yeah. So you're gonna see that when this is over, one of the squads is gonna be left. And maybe they'll be able to get down because it's not that far. But based on how hurt they are and how long they be in the blue, the blue, because you know what, the blue's the only one that always wins.
The blue's damage is always consistent. Okay.
In fact, one person wanted to know if they could vote for most dangerous player. Could be the blue, but we didn't have any place to send the money.
Yeah, who'd get the prize?
We didn't have any place to send the money for to that. So because the blue never loses and has a KD of at least 12.
You know, the blue's damage only changes for every round, but it's always consistent regardless. So even if you're just barely outside the blue or 1,000 meters away, you're still gonna take the same amount of damage.
You're gonna be hurt.
I think they changed it so that when the further away you are, you take a little bit more damage. Not a huge.
But once you get past 5, though, I mean, you can pretty much live until it's 5. Then 5 is, but I don't care if you're 15 meters or 1,500 meters. It is gonna eat your lunch.
Come on, Vulcan, you can do it. There you go. Vulcan full sending that Murado flipped like 1,000 times before it righted itself.
Artemis up there by himself with like 0 HP, still trying to fight.
Yeah.
Finally getting knocked.
We have. I'm about to say, wait a minute, what am I seeing? OUTcast Bravo pulling up on team 13, men of 4. I also see the Woo down there. So the Woo, man, this is a ugly zone.
It is. It's gonna push hard away from Chumasera into that open area. So
not only that too, but with the road being almost down the middle, and then it hills on either side. Like I said, ugly zone for these teams. Although it does provide great content for us. So sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Down goes Vulcan. Vulcan
It's
has been
thirsted out.
So Zozu now. I'm proud of Zozu normally, since he's a free spirit, as Pickford said, and he rushes and stuff. Normally he's the first one dead. But he's alive right now, see?
Yeah, yes, you are correct. So, he is also very good at this staying alive. If he is last one, we end up winning a scrim recently against 187 Black, where Zozu stayed alive, let 187 Black fight everybody until they got down to one player, then Zozu just jumped up and killed him to win it. So
there you go.
Keep it up there, Zozu.
That's always a good strategy. Panda now the only one left. Oh, and gets shot by
the vehicle.
Yeah. Ghost Melee Elite knocked as well. We get some knocks over there. Sarge has been thirsted. Look at this. We have the Wu right now with Dream. They've been kind of chasing each other all night. No matter how far away they get from each other, they just end up finding each other again. Very unfortunate for Dream Killers, just trying to maintain their second place, right? Yeah, trying to maintain their second place finish. Snuggles has been thirsted by Zeus from Top Strikers. Unzip now getting killed. Down goes Envy for damn it. Team 20. I swear if they had all the same clan tag, I would remember. I promise.
Oh jeez.
Broken
Zozu
natives.
gets into a bus. It alerts all of them in a fort where he's at.
F for Zozu. He does. I see them looking.
He got in
down
the
there,
zone,
too.
but that's about it. Oh, poor
Luckily,
Zozu.
If there's anything to benefit Zozu, there's only 3 of them, not 4.
If he's caught between these two teams, if he can just throw a grenade or.
And right now he's taking shots, giving away his position. And down he goes. Got busy trying to take out killers. Ended up costing him.
He went out
place.
guns blazing. That's all I can ask.
Real deal has been knocked. Brick knocked down. Goes the Wu, finished off by Dream Killer. This is huge
place. Wow.
for Dream Killers to try to be able to maintain their second place status right now. Very nicely done by Dream Killers. Dream Killers. I'm sorry. In my defense,
And then for hacks and Dream Killers. I mean, it's no surprise that the teams we're seeing match in, match out at the end. You know, these are teams that.
This is actually the game that Hacks needed too, right? 4th place.
Yeah.
Right now, 6 kills.
Because they already did better. They're really putting a hurt on Outcast. Looks like Outcast at this rate. Looks like Outcast Alpha is going to fall to that fifth position on a 4th at the very last night.
Down goes Lion King, leaving just Sadistic by himself. Took a few shots, could have revived Lion King probably in that time. Unfortunately, now they know he's down there, so Axe trying to just increase their point advantage. We're just here to bully the lobby, get as many kills as possible.
Who's that?
I think is that from SpaceX?
Well, they're not bullying anybody really at this point.
You guys are dead.
Who are you
they
bullying?
did. But they did. In their defense, let's see. They have 11 kills. So they
Oh, all right, my bad. I apologize. I
you bullied
apologize.
11 people.
11 kills is quite good.
Yeah, that's a lot of bullying, right? That's at least three, almost.
So
three times that, right?
kudos to the guys at SpaceX. We got what 9 with what we have what three teams
left.
with it 4, 2, and it's gotta be more than that.
Hacks has
They
a
got
full squad.
Hacks is a full squad. Okay.
And Dream Killers have a 3-man, so it's a 2v3v4 right now.
Boy.
With Hacks just having the dominant position inside zone. In fact, they're the only ones in the zone right now. They're gonna be able to keep Metaphor away from the zone.
Oh, look at Hacks Lucifer down. I love that spot he's got down on the bottom. Trying to get some rounds up there. If he doesn't get rounds, at least pushing DK to kind of peek over that edge to put some rounds on him, and that's going to allow Giuliani to put some rounds on whoever peeks over that edge.
Down goes Lucifer. Giuliani gets knocked as well. Cano needs to get that first. They're still having to push slightly because of the zone.
Kane and I need to get some rounds on these guys so they get too far in. They still have an opportunity with how low they are, but they got to get. And now
wow.
It's 3v1.
It's a 1v. Yeah, it's a 3v1. Bora, you left by himself. While he was dealing with Metaphor.
Showing them why they're the number 2 team in here.
Dream Killers with 9 kills. Hacks coming in second with 10 kills, and Metaphor coming in third. Metaphor, the alpha team, I should say. Metaphor coming in with 6 kills on third place. Let me go and take some screenshots of this. You know, one thing we gotta ask C-Dub when he comes in here is how did he like being punched to death at the very end of that last round?
Well, the invite has been sent to him, so as soon as he gets in here,
let me play the commercials and then we'll get started with that. Okay.
And look at a lot of teams we haven't seen doing well. You know, trying to finish the season out pretty well. So we'll have to see. I want to see how this all ends up. It feels bad. It feels like the end of the school year. You know, it's like the last couple days of school. You don't really want to do any schoolwork. You just want to kind of sit around and talk. But you know, we still have these 2 matches left, and then this. I can't believe this 8-week season, 24 matches is about to be done. Whew. Crazy.
Let me go ahead and play these commercials, and then we'll get back with C-Dub and of course Pickford. Pickfire. What is it? I just combined Misfire and Pickford and said Pickfire. Wow.
Pickfire.
OP. Let me play the commercial. get into the next match as well.
All right, as we get ready for the next match, for the last time in season 1, it is time for Coach's Corner. From between matches 2 and 3 on Friday nights, we bring in C-Dub. How are you doing, Coach?
Oh, I'm doing not quite as good as I could be, but I'm doing pretty damn good.
So I have a couple of questions right before we get started. One is obviously, you know how tight it is between you and Hacks. You guys have not had the best 2 matches, but it is the 4-match process. As the coach, going in there, match 3 and 4, what are you guys gonna do? How are you guys communicating to keep the stress off, to know that you guys still have a chance, you still could do it if you play your cards right?
So we're researching on the internet how to pray to the PUBG gods correctly. It hasn't worked so far. I mean, like a broken record, I don't really know anything to do other than go out and play the best game we can. Now the first game was what it was. We got in a fight and lost. There was no way to avoid that fight. The second game, I'm sure there could be a conversation had as to whether that fight was worth engaging or not early on. Of course, our win rate in that area is
Yes.
between 80 and 90%. So it's hard not to take that fight. I don't even know who that was that killed us, but they did it in great form, whoever it was. So GG's to you guys. I feel like it might be a bounty hunter.
I think it was who was it? It wasn't a normal team. It was a newer team. That might be cheat sheet for me. I forget. But and how did you feel about that? What was that question you had, Random?
For Broken
C-Dub?
Native. It was Team 20 Broken Native.
Yeah, Broken Natives.
Okay.
And not only that,
real important question. Yes.
Go ahead.
What did it feel like to get fisted in your own tournament?
It was a first. I am I think they call it a trisexual. I'll try anything twice. So, I haven't made my full opinion of it yet.
It was not only you; it was you and Brownie, I think, right?
Well, I mean, that's not the first time.
To me.
Oh, it was Gold. You and Gold.
Have been fisted together.
Yeah. Well, by a stranger. I mean, that's a different thing.
So one question I've been asking everybody in these past few days is, as the season ends up and closes down, what do you take it? What is your when you're at first interview, first blush, first thought? What do you think of this first season, and what you're gonna remember the most?
I am probably going to remember the most, honestly, as well before the season started. It was when we got the initial response from our sponsors, HyperX. That was probably a hard highlight to beat. That's not somebody that you normally expect to hear back from. Aside from that, I would say the first 2 weeks, riding high in second place, felt fairly unstoppable, and then things just changed. So I got kind of like the best part and the worst part all in there together.
Yeah. And if you don't know what the coaches say, what C-Dub is saying is, if you watch OUTcast Alpha, they play a very formalized, very specific, well coached, well thought out gameplay, and they set it up very well. They came into the season probably I picked them to win the whole thing, but a very, very high quality team. They came out very, very strong, second place, only behind the Hacks team that was maybe I think we've kind of proven that they were maybe playing a little bit over their head. And excuse me, Alpha looked like they were in prime position to take over that number 1 spot, but obviously 1A7 did what they did, and it seemed for 3 or 4 weeks OUTcast Alpha had I called it a slow bleed, that they're kind of falling from second to third to fourth. And then it looked like they had kind of repaired that like last week and the past couple weeks, and was coming in very, very strong. But like I said, with this last match, and you guys got kind of like you and Hacks batting off that last money position. It looks like Hacks has got the lead now, but like I said, 2 more matches. You guys are also very, very good at Vikendi, so I would never count OUTcast stuff out quite yet.
No, we're not giving up. We're coming at it. Just like the situation was reversed. We really only know one way to play.
And I mean, Outcast Alpha is two top 5 finishes, 2 top 3 finishes in these last 2 matches. You guys are right where you need to be. So we'll see what you guys. And I know you guys done it multiple times. So and now with Jay Wynn on the team, your kill potential is obviously a lot higher. So I think you guys have nothing but a very very good chance to do well. I wouldn't bet against you.
No, I think we've got a good shot. It wouldn't be the first time that we came from at last or right next to it and popped up into the top 5. So it's not lost at this point. But if anybody want to make a quick $10, y'all can go jump on Hacks. Not really.
Yeah. So as we go with 2 more matches before this season is over, one thing I'll ask you before we get out. Obviously we talked about what we liked best. What's one thing that you're looking to improve for season 2?
We'll see. I'm actually have decided. Well, we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Got some news coming up, but I'll probably be backing off a little bit in the on the alpha team. I might step back into a full on coaching role and be able to do some more of the business side. We've got some pretty good news today concerning season 2. So that is of course a thing, and also probably something going to happen in the interim. I don't think Brownie has announced that yet, so I'll leave that for him. But, more great stuff coming up. Also, stick around. If you don't catch it, there's a massive announcement about Monday, something that is going to make everybody sure to want to stick around. It'll be worth your while. If you don't catch it, if you don't see it there, well, you're going to get bombarded by tweets and whatever else if you're subscribed to any of our stuff. But make sure to ask about it. If ask your buddy, whatever. A
little teaser about what something's gonna happen on Monday.
Oh yeah. There will be a very good reason to stay and watch, even if you don't think that you are eligible for a prize.
All right, so we'll uncover we'll peel back that onion a little bit more a little bit later, but as we wait to get into this last match, I know that you've always had that kind of, I talked to you before, you've always been kind of torn between playing on the A team, doing the behind the scenes stuff for this tournament, and I know from talking to you that like the Bravo and Charlie has always been something that you've been, what's the word, like knowing that you have to work on, knowing that you something you want to fix, and just not had the time. It's not enough time.
Yeah, so, it's tough. It's tough to help out as much as I would like to there, and play 10+ scrims a week on Alpha, and try to do the the leadership, ownership type of stuff. We have to do just to keep the wheels on the bus. But yeah, I'm excited for what the future can bring. Hopefully, I can spend some more time, doing graphics for next season. Maybe we can have a little bit more scores update a little more often. Tuning it up a bit.
Here we go. Start of round 3.
There you go. And I think it's no coincidence if you kind of see, Random, like all of our kind of things you want to see in season 2, kind of coalescing together. Yeah. Like C-Dub wants to help more with the graphics, stuff like that. That's something I'd like to see more of. I think it's some of the best things we do. So it looks like we'll see if when season 2 comes around, we'll see them take kind of more of a backseat to out of playing and getting more of the coaching side for Bravo, Charlie, and in the background of season 2 in regards to the logistics of it.
Yeah, definitely being a player and also dealing with all the business side of things can become very difficult. It's time consuming to do those kind of things. So the fact that he's able to do it just speaks volumes of setups.
Hey, by the way, they haven't asked me to come back for season 2 yet. Have they asked you?
No.
I don't. I hope it's not. I hope they're not. I hope they haven't asked everybody else. They don't send anything to me yet. I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
I'm sure no one heard in the stream, huh? There's an imposter somewhere.
So I don't know. So now this is northern. I tell you what, this is where with this map, I'm jumping to Ben Tai right now. That's what I'm doing. I can make it. I'm going south of Camp Charlie.
I would go to Camp Bravo. Only because I'm thinking no one's gonna go there. We'll see. How many other people are gonna think that and go there? It's probably gonna be a hot drop, I bet. Everyone's gonna decide to prove me wrong.
Let's see how many people decide the hot drop of the last night to boot camp.
Yeah, one person,
It's
one
like
team.
Misfire Zeus and was it Killers?
Alma Mont team. See, only one team landed there. Well, I guess if I would have
Hey,
been the scrim,
that's
that
not
would have landed. Yeah, that would
that's
have been
not
two
a boot
teams.
camp drop. If you talk to random, that's not a boot camp hot drop. Team 15. That is you have you've been disqualified.
We have how many teams? 1, 2, 3 teams inside of Paradise. So Paradise.
Oh, it looks like that's a hot drop spot.
Yeah, it pretty much went right over Paradise. So everyone just a few teams down here. SpaceX said they're already
187
in here
and SpaceX.
just to ruin it for their teams. Very nice of them, of course.
It looks like they're gonna try to put that practice to action, going right after Ginger, taking Ginger out. Looks like. Oh, it looks like they're. No, he's taking out Mango.
Oh, and that's going down with Hacks, I believe, too, right? I just seen him knock someone. I have the audio glitch of here. Okay, there it goes. It finally went away. So yeah, we only have 2 teams inside of. So in my hot drops, these warehouses where Team 15's at never allowed. Never allowed. They would have been disqualified. Had Oscar go hunt him down, especially if it was like a fist fight or something. Let's go back over to 187.
And 187 getting run through by this SpaceX team. So
not only that too, but they also do have the Woo here. So not only are they having to fight against the Woo, but they're also having to fight against SpaceX. Down goes 187
in 23rd place.
Now the Woo, they love this map. Unfortunately, already lost Trick and Real Deal. Some of their top, the 2 top fraggers in the team, Jonica and Utrin, the only ones left. And of course, here comes SpaceX. They know what happened over here.
I hope this doesn't mean that Trick is not going to show up for match for the interview between 3 and 4 now.
Very
SpaceX.
nice.
I'll tell you what they
White
did.
Knight.
What did they say? They said they're going to keep in here to cause hate and discontent.
Trouble. They just
and
did.
that's
Well,
just
for
what they
187's chilling like, it's okay.
Yeah, big deal. We're over here with our first
I
place
guess
prize.
technically for Hacks too, since Hacks, I'm not sorry, Hacks, the Tricks. Since Tricks already is probably gonna end the night with the top fragger.
Yeah, he's a guy. I've already got my top fragger. So good luck, guys. Too little, too late.
Last one standing versus team. Okay, wait, this is a. Did they just maybe they were supposed to join and they just barely started joining? Because I don't recall this team being around before. Let's see. Illuminates, Team Illuminate versus last one standing. I do see Unzip versus Misfire. Misfire. It looks like they're gonna wipe potentially. Yeah, I didn't even get to see it because I'm over here watching this.
They went through the Unzipped. It looks like.
A little bit of payback for I believe it was Unzipped that took out half of Misfire in the last round.
Yeah.
So they take out half the last round and Misfire squad wipes this round.
There's still one guy up though. There is still one guy up, and I think he's. No,
okay.
they just finished him off, but
they did lose Zozu.
our boy Zozu did get killed.
The
so he is.
I'm pretty sure this is Zozu's box right here that Vulcan's probably taking. Let's go back over to last one standing, and it is a little too late. They just took out Team Illuminate, so they didn't come the first 2 rounds and died
pretty early in. So their night lasted all of 3 minutes.
It's a rough night for them, evidently.
We did see, with that said, we did see a lot of teams. We spent so much time talking about teams that come in now and then and do really well. There was a lot of teams that came in here for one scrim and got completely blown out and never came back.
That's all. I always love that mentality. You know, people come, oh yeah, we're gonna clap everyone, and then they proceed to be like the first ones to die almost every round.
I think we got like 15 teams that have 1 point, given one time, finished with 1 point, and never came back.
We thought these were easy, man.
Yeah, man. These are tier
classic.
3. These are what tier 3 scripts, man. This is nothing.
But see that I don't know. A lot of these teams, they're familiar with each other, so they play tactically, considering that they know the teams that are in here. So a lot of these teams, especially playing so long, 8 weeks, and some of them even before that, need to learn their positions, their play styles. I mean, everyone knows the Wu lands in Yasnaya. They don't go to Yasnaya, and look how many teams went to Yasnaya this time trying to mess up their game, right? So you can't come in here thinking it's gonna be easy peasy, because it's not. Even if these are considered T3, T2, it doesn't matter. Competition is competition. Okay.
And what I've said this going.
You can literally get the team of top fraggers. I seen it happen in an event that I was just in, and then die early and then complain and end up leaving.
Oh yeah, some sheep said. I was watching. Yeah. I mean, you could be a top player. I mean, at the very top, they still complain about stream sniping and stuff like that. But I tell you what, I throw a challenge to anybody to find a tougher tier 3 scrim than this season right here. Match by match. I think it's some of the top play skilled teams at this level that we've seen. My question is if this gets bigger next year, is it going to attract one of those big teams to come in here?
I say make them sign up the same. No favoritism.
No favoritism.
But that's just my idea, okay? That's just my
I agree.
feelings.
I agree.
I feel like the top teams, they all get invited to everything. Always. Right? So, I don't know.
Well, I do believe that the way to get these top teams is all about bottom line. You know, you get... if the prize is worth it, they'll show up. And but like I said, yeah, I like the fact of making them set up just like everybody else had to, and also giving other teams. I mean, imagine if you're just a guy that in here gets a team like Accelerator or something like that, and you're able to take them out, C9 or any of those top teams, Temple Storm, stuff like that.
C9 is no more F.
Yeah, C9 and the Tribe. Did they both disband their mobile team?
Yep. I offered to take the C9 players. I told them I would give them Discord Nitro every month and a new Elite Royal Pass. That would be my payment to them.
To play for what? Random's band of
to have a team full of pros. That was my price. And I'm firm on that, okay? I'm not changing my mind on that.
So they all took it, right?
They all just came. The DMs were just flowing, man. Trust me. So 10 HP fighting off against Mena 4. I also do see. Let's see who's down there. Lion King has been knocked. Misfire Zeus inside of boot camp with Killers and I think SpaceX. Down goes Hulk. Hulk, you're not gonna be able to bully those teams no more, Hulk. And here comes Fight Knight. And he gets the thirst. And down he goes from Cal from Misfire Zeus. So no more bullying for SpaceX, but they did have 5 kills, so they took out the top squad, so bullying complete, I guess.
I mean, Cal is a top 10 fragger for this season, great player, and now that he's one that can really get kills like by himself, he's really very good at 1v1, 1v2ing multiple opponents. It seems like we've lost quite a few teams, so there's at least more space for teams to kind of to move into this zone. Plus, I mean, if you look up on the Camp Alpha side, if it stays up there, there's plenty of room for teams up there if it goes that way.
I'm not sure why Alma Mont's dropping meds. This is barely the second zone. It is definitely survivable as long as you have the meds to survive.
I think it's because they have New Zealand right there, right next to them.
Yeah, that's gonna be the tough thing. But they both actually have to move in as well, so that's the only good thing. Although they do have a slight lead in their distance to zone, so they should be able to kind of gatekeep them still. And down goes Alma Mont. I bet you Alma Mont's screaming at Dark J, but like, I told you should have left me.
They're right here. They're right here.
Oh, one more. Down goes Dark J. Puff was very nearly knocked right there. No first aids. Okay, there you go. About to say he's going to die from the zone. Seen it so many times. People fight outside the zone. One wins and the other one dies to zone.
Mm-hmm. They got a little bit of a distance to get to.
And Sadistic has been taken down by Cal, so that means that Misfire Zeus has claimed boot camp as theirs. Although there's no point in it no more. But it's theirs nonetheless.
It's ours nonetheless. We have to leave it, but it's ours.
And then we got the other Misfire team, JJTC. Ace GG knocked. Down goes Greedy, knocked by Dabs. So Dabs is one of those players that can, if he's able to stay alive, he can definitely be a thorn in people's
life. Yes, he is one of the best players on the team. If he stays on the street there, he can get a little overexcited and try to like squad wipe himself because he knows he can do it. And look at him, he's just running through.
Down goes Jinjin. He has been thirsted. Both these guys. Down goes Dab, knocked. A little bit of help coming in from behind the other member of Team 13. Who actually has no damage at all. So down goes Dabs. Down goes FP for Men of 4. SA Loco now by himself. Very nice. He's able to at least get to cover. I mean, there's really nowhere to go after this, but at least get out of there. And down goes SA Loco, finished off by Croc from Team.
Ciroc?
Croc. Oh, Ciroc. I didn't even notice the I right there because of the. See, that's what happens when you have fancy characters, guys. Okay. Instead of Ciroc, you get called Croc.
He's named after his favorite shoes.
There you go. So we have Hacks and last one standing now, fighting out up on this hill, just south of this little ruin thing up there.
I think getting up on top of that, it looks like OUTcast Alpha was trying to think this, going up to those ruins up on the top of the mountain. That's where that zone will be, and that's probably a pretty smart decision on OUTcast Alpha's part.
If they were to go just north of where Team 19, they would easily be able to pick off some of these guys as they're fighting each other. Down goes Fish. Fish has been thirsted. Down goes Young. Thirsted as well. Down goes a U for Team Hacks. That means that it's just Lucifer and Giuliani. Waterboy has been knocked. 2v2 now. Down goes Giuliani. Down goes Waterboy. Hacks has been taken out.
Wow, that's big for OUTcast Alpha to try to get some of those points back.
10th place. Let's see how many kills did they have. They had 0 kills. So definitely if Alpha's able to frag out and win this one and potentially the next one, I mean, they could very well
Move way up.
move up. Yeah, because they're only down by how many points in the power ranking? Like,
Alpha was 3 points ahead of Hex, but
oh, okay, 3 points ahead.
Hex
But
has
has
done
had
better
better
than them in the
games, yeah.
first two matches.
So
So if they can kind of reverse that, but you have only a 3 point cushion going into this last scrim.
thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for following channel. So this zone shifted down south towards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is pretty much a vertical hill. I mean, it's like a really kind of sucks for these teams. If Alpha would have took this spot, man, they would have had a very nice spot. C-Dub has been knocked. Brownie now the only one left. Yeah, I think the scenario of, OUTcast winning this with a lot of kills just kind of flew out the window.
I think that Brownie just got to try to get as many placement points as he possibly can for his team, because they do very well. Vikendi is probably one of their best maps, so if they can get at least some points back and then do very well in Vikendi, they still have a good chance. And now I think the big decision right here is going to be if it pushes away from this mountain, all these teams up on top of the mountain have to get down. And how are they going to do that?
They probably will push, and they're just going to jump for it. Well, no, then most of these teams could just kind of go around, but... Broken Natives having this elevation advantage on Dream Killers right now. And Dream Killers, of course, trying to hold on to their second place overall. Junie lit up on fire. Down goes Junie. Sarge has been tagged up. Here comes another nade. Down goes Sarge. Very calmly throwing those nades. Got it done.
Sarge and look at it. Last one standing. Win the circle lotto.
Look at that. Wow. Very nice. There's only 18 players left. We still have 8 teams, so that means there's probably a few solos. Cal's the only one left for Misfire Zeus. Cal with 8 kills so far. 9 kills total for the team.
Doing damage.
Dang it. The giveaways only work on night. The ones I was thinking about trying to do for the gift card is for Nightbot. I don't think the channel uses Nightbot. I think they use Stream Elements. And you know how I was just gonna I can view the people in the stream. It will not let me copy and paste the names. I swear. So no copying and pasting to the wheel neither. We're gonna have to get creative with this giveaway. I might just hold the card.
Just spam off.
Nah, but see, that would be okay if there was no delay, but with the 3-minute delay, it's just too hard.
I
might just hold a gift card right there in the front of the screen, and whoever gets it, gets it. The only bad thing about that is I kind of have to choose what kind of gift card. I want it to be up to the winner. Down goes Brownie, finished off by Broken Natives. 5 teams left, 15 left alive.
You should give all the numbers after this one, except for 3, and then the last 3, just say them off at the end of the next match.
And the zone shifted slightly away from last one standing. Now the zone favors Broken natives. Gotten pretty quiet.
Everyone's just trying to get their spot because I think it's because the ground is so uneven with this huge hill that Misfire's got to push up on.
Zone gets the knock on. I'm assuming Bliss got probably hurt a little bit, then the zone got the knock. Oh no, Ecuador hit with the molly. It is out. Down goes 10 HP. That molly literally got him down to 10 HP and then the zone did the rest. I got these bad puns all night, guys. Come on. Calm has been knocked. He is being revived as Metaphor Sirach pushes up. And down he goes. Greedy now. Pushing up. And Greedy has been finished off. So Broken Natives, 13 kills so far. They have zones. They're going to catch Last One Standing fighting off against Misfire. And unfortunately, the zone's going to probably do most of the damage if they don't want to push in. Artemis has been knocked. Fatboy and Vulcan's still up. Waterboy getting revived by Floop. Down goes Fatboy, so now Vulcan, the only one left for Misfire. Not even in zone, unfortunately. Team 20 just has such a dominant part of the zone. Especially with no one behind them. Saucy has been knocked by Vulcan. Don't do it, Vulcan. You can't revive. Doing a little melee walking. A melee walk. And down.
Oh, Misfire out in third.
And Frankie has been knocked. He's now the only one left. And down.
Oh, there you go.
So Broken Native, very dominant performance here on Sandhawk. 19 kills. Last One Standing coming in second with 8 kills. And Misfire coming in third with 4 kills. Let me go and take some screenshots of this.
That Metaphor Bravo coming in fourth. 10 HP coming in fifth with 4 kills. OUTcast Alpha finally having one of the best matches of the night, but still 6th place, but no kills. Dream Killers in 7th place with 5, and Misfire Zeus in 8th place with 9 kills. And Cal getting 8 of those 9 kills with that A-dub. Quite impressive. As we're going to head into our next commercial, and then hopefully after that we'll be able to talk to the guy who is unofficially the winner of the biggest fragger of the entire season, Trick, and go get his. He's currently at 241 kills, so we'll be able to get his opinion on the season and what he's looking for the future. Hopefully after these we have a couple commercials from our wonderful sponsors at HyperX.
And let me go ahead and play those right now. we are back.
There we go. We are now uh, lucky enough to have as one of our final interviews for this season one the man who is the unofficial frag master of season one. Before with 241 kills before tonight, we have Trick from the Woo. How are you doing, sir?
Good, good, y'all.
What's up, Trick?
Great. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to you for being just a destroyer of these scrims from day one, and even before that, in the when before the scrims was a season, you were clapping then. You've been nothing but been a
Thank you.
killer since day one. So obviously, a guy who's been here since day one, since even before that, as this season one is coming to a finish, what are your opinions on this first season? The good, the bad, the ugly?
Well, overall, everything has been good. Couldn't really say there's nothing bad about the season, but you know, at the beginning with the Woo, like didn't really take it serious, and I guess that's one of the things that really messed us up because we were just playing around, we were having fun and all that, and then between the middle of it, that's when we actually decided to, you know, take it serious and actually try to win all the scrims and actually like do good.
You had that 1 week where you scored, I think, 82 points, won 2 out of the 3 events. That was really, like, I think, a turning point for you guys, where you guys really started dominating. And I think that the addition of Real Deal recently was a really, whoever made that decision was a good idea to have another high quality fragger in there to take at least some of the pressure off of you. I think that actually helps you get more kills by having another really, really good fragger on the same team.
Oh yeah, definitely big time. Actually, Jonica was the one that had told me that he left his team, and I decided, you know, to talk to him and tell him that he should, you know, come with us. And he said he was down, and you know, after when he joined, we ended up doing, you know, way much better. You know, he's a
Mm-hmm.
great player. He could frag out, and you know, he's just good overall.
But I think that obviously with Jonik in that utility position, you obviously so hyper aggressive to have that, you know, you turn and feel good, both good, like, you know, foundational players. But I think that a player at your level, you need somebody else that can kind of put a threat into the other team, so that not, everyone's not just, because now it's like if they run into the Woo, it's where's Trick, hit them, thirst them as fast as possible. So if you know
Hmm.
that if they know that if they have another good player like Real Deal, I think it takes some of that pressure off of you.
Yeah, definitely big time. You know, I talked to most of the guys that play in the scrims, and that's basically all they say. Is this every time they run into us, is we're strict. You know, always trying to get me knocked. And
Hmm.
once they do get me knocked, you know, that's just they're just gonna push in.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's the smart thing to do. That's
that's
what I would
smart
do.
to do, because you're like, I mean, when you say a dominant player, I mean you have, like, you're almost have more kills than the second and third player combined. So I
Hmm.
mean that's this level of domination. I mean that's pretty much the game plan on the Woo is try, because you play so aggressive, you do end up getting knocked. But with Jonica has been, I think kind of doesn't get noticed as being there so often to pick you up and get you back in that game over and over and over again. Because I just can just only imagine if you got killed every time your first knock, how many kills you'd have, you know, by the end of the season. I think it'd obviously be a lot less because you
Yep.
know, Jonica's always there to pick you up. So I think that if you have a team of you, Jonica, Real Deal, and then either you turn or Feel Good going into next season, and you play all the matches. I mean, everyone thinks that 187 is like, you know, can't win, but I think a team, if you guys play all the matches and play up to your ability with this team, I mean, that'd be that's a pretty good team, especially, you know,
Hmm.
rumors of how maybe other players coming in, you know, playing with you guys, you know, but maybe guys from 187 or whatever, you know.
Yeah, yep.
I think that you guys could really. I think that if I had to pick, if I'm about to have a team of just you, if you said Jonica, Trick, Feel Pain, and Real Deal, I mean that's a top 3 team right there. preseason, no doubt in my mind. That if I'm a betting man. So, what are you hoping to see? If I mean, my first question is does the Wu plan on participating in the season 2?
Um, that's the tough one. I'll definitely have to see on that one, depending on when the season 2 is gonna happen. I have to see because there's a lot of things happening in the background that a lot of people don't notice, but there's gonna be huge change, and depending how everything goes, if it goes well, then the Wu might not participate, but if I could get Jonica a girl comp team, then they are gonna play. But if the thing that I'm doing, if it goes well and all that, then we're not. The Wu are gonna sit it out, and they might come later on in other seasons if there's more.
Well, you know what? It's great to have a lot of options and a lot of
Mhm.
opportunities to do good things, and that all comes from your dominant performance. I know that you're obviously got the frag award, you got the All-Star Team award. Now I know you want to get that trifecta of most dangerous fragger. So and to everyone, to all those teams who have not voted, I've sent out the DMs. I haven't gotten them all back. Make sure if you haven't done it yet, you vote for who you think is the most dominant player in this scrim. A lot of people think it's Trick. I mean, and I can't really argue with that. With that 241 kills, obviously way more than anybody else. But I know that on Monday you love nothing more than obviously get a team prize, the overall fragger, the All-Star team, and the most dangerous man, and pretty much take all the money home for yourself. I know that's something you've been talking about, bragging about, but you know what? It's what does the saying go? It's not bragging if you back it up, and that's what you've done since day one. So kudos to you and congratulations on a dominating season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Real quick.
You got anything to say? A lot of people, I read the chats, I read the thing.
Yeah,
you have anything to say to all the people out there? The fans, the haters of Wu Trick as we finish this season 1.
Well, to the haters, y'all could come over and me any day y'all want. And to my fans, I appreciate it.
Okay, real quick, SpaceX wants to know what you're dropping.
SpaceX wants to know what you're dropping.
Bikini, huh? Y'all could catch me what's that fuck called Cement Factory.
Cement Factory. So I tell you what. Don't ask for a full bowl of stew if you're not very hungry, because Trick will bring it to you. So
all I'm gonna say, don't be like DK and say you're gonna drop on us and don't drop at all.
I didn't say
so I didn't say it. So that is the Wu. Like I said, it's not bragging if you back it up, and he's backed it up since day one, since before day one. When we were just doing scrims, he's always been a clapper. So good luck to you. We'll hopefully see you in season 2, but if we don't, see you on Monday, because I know you're going to be showing up to take home more than your fair share of prizes.
Thank you.
Good luck, man. So
he said it. He told SpaceX, SpaceX, we kind of called them out, and they did damage to 187 and to the Wu. But 187 kind of started that battle by taking out Trick early. So he does say, Cement Factory, go there if you want to, and then don't be like Dream Killers and say you're gonna go somewhere that don't show.
Yeah, I really wish I can tell what the flight path was for this one, to be honest. I could imagine it going right over Cement Factory and the Wu dropping there, and he just told SpaceX where they're going, because
it would be cool.
He just called out Dream Killers. So let's see. We're gonna have 3 teams dropping at Cement Factory.
Something we could do for next season is have like a cell phone and have people just call in and leave messages, and then we can play them in between matches, just like 10-second little messages that people can call out. Like, yeah, this is RANDOMX from this team, and we were calling out Misfire. Meet us here at Erangel tonight.
This is gonna be a tough drop to even land at Cement Factory.
But I'll tell you what, if you want to go to Cement Factory, you can do it. You gotta. It's gonna be what? That's gonna be.
That's a little over. That's
like
2.3, 2.4.
2.3. So what you want to do is you want to rush. You want to fly normally for the first 1,000, and when you get to 1,300 meters, you want to deploy your when you get to 1,300 meters, you want to deploy your parachute. You'll make it. 2,300 meters.
But something tells me they're not going to do that. Unfortunately, I wouldn't blame the Wu for not going. I mean, that's like really far. That is super far. And they're not the type of team to kind of like take their time and float, right?
Yeah.
Into the round. So it looks like they're actually going to drop hot in towards Villa. It's kind of funny because I told SpaceX that I told them they probably drop Villa. No, they're not dropping Villa. Where are they going?
They're going to go to Cement Factory.
They are going to Cement Factory. Okay, there you go. Look, they're staying true to their word. Although it wasn't really a hot drop, but yeah, anyone could have made that drop if you were to do it correctly. No,
looks like they're going to go down. Looks like they're going to go down, get a vehicle, and they're going to be at Cement Factory with an open house party, hoping that somebody shows up. You're going to drop right before the bridge, or right before the and they're gonna get to the zone too. So if you're one of these other teams, if you're SpaceX, you have plenty of time to get a vehicle, get looted up, and drive right to the Cement Factory.
Mango has been knocked. White Knight, pretty hurt. I mean, severely hurt.
Oh, and they have misfire action in Creature.
Okay, never mind. They just took down Jess, I believe it was, from NZ. Oh yeah, look at we have JJTC and of course Misfire inside of Creatures.
I know both these teams like to drop this as their point. This is gonna be, I think, a contentious battle. Like who's gonna be able to take over and own Creature from Misfire.
And in dramatic fashion, of course, Vikendi rounds are infamous for this. Look at this shift in zone. Everyone except for Team 25. It actually worked out for the Wu that they normally they drop at Cement Factory. Because they just have to just travel just slightly inwards. I'm still hearing the audio glitch from the parachutes.
Oh, Dabs is going to be in trouble. I think... Oh, but Dabs knocks Zozu.
And he's going for the third.
Oh.
Dabs gets knocked. He got greedy.
You can see the difference, you know, the SA Ace and Ginger not there, right there to back up. So they're going to be able to... Although Dabs, that jerk does third stack at us, I'm sure they're going to be talking to each other in Discord after that. Like, bro, seriously? So now it's still 3v3 between these two teams.
Yeah, each team trading blows, each team.
I'll tell you what, SA, Jin, and Ace are no joke. I mean, these Vulcan, Fat Boy, and Iron Man is probably three of our best players, but you know, this is gonna be a lot of blood spilled before this match is over.
And they're like almost one of the furthest teams away, so they will have to eventually move. They want a prolonged battle because then you're going to start using up meds that you're not going to have to survive the zone. Especially since you don't have the... I mean, there's a lot of buildings, but you don't have the freedom to move around so much.
And I know for Misfire, our goal, Misfire's goal is to bring in 3 teams. Obviously, it's going to be Ares, Hades, and Zeus. But with Artemis heading up one team, Vulcan heading up a team, and Gizmo heading up the third team. So it'd have 3 quality teams in here week after week.
The Wu and Team Illuminate inside of Podvosto, or just on the...
Illuminate had a little bit of problems in that first match, you know, showing up and... maybe not being as successful as they wanted to be in that first match. Hoping people have a little bit of, and I guess as I called it, Zozu is already yelling at Dabs for thirsting him. Where Dabs is like, "I'm dead too. Be quiet."
No, in the Discord.
in the team Discord, they're already saying, "Why did you have to thirst me?" And Dabs is like, "Shush, I'm dead too."
Well, you gotta treat. That's what the good thing is. You gotta treat each other as if they were your worst enemies. You know.
I'll tell you what. This is
if there's 2 teams that meet up in the same.
Yes, these are those I'm going to accuse misfires of. Well, that we have been accused of, but those have proved that we're teaming up because it is pretty good bragging rights in the Discord if you knock out your own teammates.
There you go.
And now it looks like Artemis, Fatboy, and Vulcan all inside the same houses, as Jinjin and SA Loco, or as Ace and SA Loco. I don't think Jinjin needs to get in there and try to help out his team. I don't think he's going to do very good Overwatch on the team on the building over.
We have multiple fights going on, several fights going off. I think Unzipped just got wiped inside of Dobro. We have Trick taking out a member of Illuminate. We, of course, still have the fight going on between two Misfire teams inside of Critches. We have Outcast Bravo. Dude, there's like so many fights going on right now. I can't right now.
It's anarchy.
It's just crazy right now. I think Outcast Bravo was just wiped before I could even go to their name. Damn it. Vulcan has been knocked.
SA knocked Artemis and Vulcan before he got taken out. So if I'm Ace or Jinjin, this is the time to push.
Yeah, you already know you got one member. And down goes. And he's shooting the box after that.
And he did it. Ace and I mean SA obviously MVP in that match, taking out two members of Misfire before he goes down, and then Jinjin and Ace coming in there finishing off that Misfire team, is the main Misfire team in 17th place. So Jinjin Stinchin getting a little bit of respect from the big team, the big brother team, and doing very, very well. So I know that all the Misfire teams kind of came in here just to have fun, and as the last night, you know, his positions are probably settled. So, but obviously that was a great play by those guys, and let's see how far they can get before this match is over.
Are you just pan someone? True Esports. Let's go over to them. Deimos getting a knock. Deimos and Jason, the only two members right now that join in for this last official round of season 1 of the HyperX Scrims.
This is it. After this, there is no more.
Doesn't feel like 8 weeks, I'll be honest. I think it's because, like I said, so many teams still play every week that it doesn't feel... It's boring watching only 10 teams play. Because normally nothing ever happens to like the last circle. At least this way there's still some action. While
there's this last match. These teams decided to go out with a bang in this last match, it seems like. I mean, they're really going at it.
And we still don't
We're already down to 15 teams in only 10 minutes. I mean, let's put it this way. At an Aaron Gold match, it takes us 25 minutes to get to this amount of teams. And we're there in 8.5 minutes.
Down goes SpaceX. No, never mind. Half of SpaceX, I should say. Dark Knight and Mango. Oh, look at Dark Knight and White Knight. That totally rocks. Makes sense. I like that. And here comes 187. It looks like the bullies are getting bullied by the team that's already won this event. And down goes Hulk. Down goes White Knight. So
Ginger showed him why showing SpaceX why they are the number 1 team in here week after week after week. SpaceX came in there. They got lucky for a match or two, but can you do it for 8 weeks, 80 different matches, 24 scrims? That's what it's gonna take.
Got a MK14 and an M249 dropping in for the Woo. And let's see what's in this drop, even though I don't think anybody even saw it come over here. An AUG in that drop. Zone's closing in. Top Striker's still outside zone leading. Pretty far away, but there they go. They got their vehicles coming in. Let's go check out JJTC. Still probably amped up about their victory. So much so SA Loco forgot how to drive. Yeah, just sliding on the river. There we go. Hack's gonna be driving really close to Broken Native. Broken Native's winners of the last round very nearly had a 20 kill game, 19 kills. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. Oh, but they have seen the drop. Saucy's looking down there with interest. There is a noggin there. It is very well worth. Especially right now that there's no one around to get that drop. We have Fish and Luigi, the remaining members of Misfire Zeus. And then, of course, we have 187 coming in, barely coming into zone. OUTcast Alpha, it looks like Gold. Who's that? Golden Brownie?
Mm-hmm.
No, Gold and C-Dub rocking a
Oh, in a
BRDM
boat?
right now. No, a BRDM.
Oh, they're driving in the BRDM in the water.
Yeah,
Nice.
in the water. That's the ultimate. I wouldn't have thought of that move.
Oh,
Especially,
I love it.
it works really well in this kind of zone because of how much water's still in the area. So it works really well having a BRDM in this situation. And let's see the zone. Let's see if it's going to favor them even more when this zone moves. And the zone still goes pretty much down centered. So lots of areas for the C-Dub Gold tactic of probably just chilling out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, at least if you start catching rounds, you'll have plenty of time to jump out before you get blown up. That BDRM obviously can take quite a few rounds before it goes down. Unlike the normal boats.
And right now, AGTC on the run for their lives, getting chased by Mena. It's a Zima versus Zima battle. Let's see who's gonna win. As long as they don't crash. Oh, never mind. It looks like they split. And right now Mena 4 is heading right towards Broken Natives.
Jinjin.
No, they've actually shifted away from Team 18. In fact, I just noticed that Jin's actually separated from the team.
He's all by his lonesome.
Yeah, Axe moving in as well. Pro DJ has been knocked. Thirsted as well. Let's see. C-Dub and them still not in zone. He looks over. Oh no, it's Gold driving this time. Okay. That's the one and only thing. This thing's not necessarily, the speedster boat kind of thing.
No. It's gonna take you a little while to get there, but if you can get there, you're all good. I'll tell you what. If I was OUTcast, I wouldn't take it on land to get closer to drive faster, but I'll take that bad boy right back out into the ocean.
And here comes the zone. Did they call in another one? They did. OUTcast Alpha called in another PRTM.
Oh my god, it's a tank battle. Look at this. See them coming up with new strats even in the last match of the season. I don't think we've ever seen a double BDRM strat before. So
not from a single team. No, not from a single team.
Yeah,
like I said, it works well with this zone because if they do plan to take it out into the water, they won't have. They can probably stay there for at least another zone after that. Down goes
have the gas.
Finished off by Lucifer Zeus.
Although Jinjin did take out finish off 187.
Oh, there you go. Very nice. So 187's out. They are.
No, he just took out Blaze. I think Blaze rolled up on him and he took him out. So they still have Ginger and Clown, and then SA and Ace are over there, right on the shoreline.
Top Strikers Legends about to bleed out. Ghost very potentially could have got knocked right there. Loot up and leave because the zone's about to close. Let's see the zone. Let's see how it moves. I'm hoping it stays in the water. And it does. It
does stay in the water. I'll tell you what.
Zone.
If I'm OUTcast, I'm going right out there into the water right now.
Yeah, because I mean, let's see, even the closest one to them are Dream Killers. At like 200-300 meters, it starts to get hard to see, especially in the water. The BRDM is half inside the water as it is anyways. so you only see half of it. And
Let's
definitely
see what they
take the
decide
most
what they're gonna do.
center
I mean,
line.
I think it's all depending on also that and also gas. How much
That
gas
too.
they have.
It takes so much fuel just to move that BRDM.
Because it's
through the
gonna show
water.
up full. But look at Jay White. Jay White's like, you know what? Screw your BDRs. I'm taking this ski bike. I'm taking the car now. Oh, and our goal's taking this. So Brownie driving the BDR all by his lonesome.
I think they're gonna use these for shields. I think
That
that's
would
what
be
they're gonna
smart.
do. Yeah, because they're not heading towards the water line. They're heading in zone. Maybe potentially find somewhere centered, somewhere good. Even if it doesn't have cover, they have hard cover with those BRDMs. Those things could create huge cover. And right now we have, let's see, this broken natives. Someone crashed into them. I'm not sure who, but there's a blown up Zima there, so that didn't end well, evidently, for those people.
And as you go in, we got our last 15 minutes of this match, of the last match of the season. It will be our goal to give you the final top 5 before we go off air tonight. We
Okay.
still have, we said, a big announcement by 187, and also Brownie kind of teased a big announcement also. So we'll have to see how that works out. So don't, even though this is over, don't turn off as soon as we get done, because we're gonna be giving you, like I said, the top 5 unofficial
do a gift card giveaway somehow.
gift card giveaway.
I found them, by the way.
And like I said, some big announcements still to be made, so we'll have to see what happens with his own. I'm excited to hear and figure out what it's gonna be.
See? Winner's place, right? Gotta end the night.
How about this? Why don't you ask the, we
announcements and
ask the
prizes,
question.
okay?
We can ask the question that they can, if you can. Oh, it's a delay. That's right. I keep forgetting about the delay.
Yeah, 3-minute delay. Yeah. Oh, really? Luigi, come on. He's over
What are you
there. He's over there emoting, I think, on Clown's box right now.
doing?
I think that was his box. No, never mind. Then who was it that he was emoting on? Clown?
I don't know. There is a
doing
body
on
there.
some-
That he killed.
there
I
is
don't
a
know
body
who,
there.
Who is it that he killed? He's the only one left of his team.
I don't know who it was, but he was just
He was just
dancing
dancing.
along. Yeah. Zone's about to
Luigi,
close?
one of, like I said, guy was always a sub on the Forgotten, and so when they came over, they said, we're gonna bring it over Luigi too, and we're like, who is that? And we started playing with him, and we're like, holy jeez, why is this guy your sub? He's better than Boca. He should be the starter. JK Boca, JK. I'm just kidding. But Luigi is a great player, and along with all these guys from the former Forgotten, now Misphasers, and we could not be happier to have these guys on board this team.
Dream Killer's very close to OUTcast Alpha. Jay White very nearly knocked out of his vehicle. In fact, he's going to have to get out of that vehicle because it is nearly exploded.
He's nearly exploded.
He drove that perfectly into that building too. Perfect cover.
No, he's used to call for his an Uber to pick him up.
T-Dum and Brownie get somewhere towards the center of the zone. All the drops have been coming in into the land. I mean, on the water, so nobody's really wanting to risk going out there.
Joey found a snow bike.
I mean, if I was Luigi, I would go check him out. I mean, he has no one behind him.
If I was Luigi, I'd stay where I'm at.
And there's an A-dub right there. He can pick him off because he does have a good spot in zone. And right now, surprisingly, he's the only one on the coastline right now, other than Dream Killers, but they're not even in zone yet.
He's trapping everything off his. He doesn't want, I guess. So you can make some space for his. So you can grab that. Okay. Just grab the 204 out of that with an 8x. Oh, and then just hits Bliss straight in the dome.
Could have had an A-dub.
Could have had it. Could have. You know, he's only gets an M24. So you could have had you could have had a Porsche. All you have is a BMW.
Ah, he was emoting to Ace GG from Misfire from JJTC.
Oh, okay.
Luigi, my stream just got to that part, so now we know who he was doing that to. I thought it was Clown because right when I noticed him doing that, I seen it on the kill feed. So much had happened that the kill feed was barely catching up. The kill feed could only react so fast.
I tell you what, one thing, these guys from Threat have made it so easy to bring them into the team. The guys have got getting along so well that it can be hard for a team coming in here already been established to join another established team. But all these guys, Cal, Luigi, Blade, Boca, Gizmo, all came in and have really worked to endear themselves and to build synergy with the team already. So it's worked out so well. I couldn't ask for more. Oh geez, they just drove right by Luigi. Didn't even see him.
Sarge is right next to him.
Sarge is right there. Oh, Sarge able to jump out of there, not take any damage.
Yeah, very, very fortunate for Sarge.
He's like, I'm out.
He's dipping.
Luigi could not run out of there fast enough.
In the game, you know how they take that star and they get all fast? Yeah, that's what
yeah.
just did right now.
He's like...
Gold gets a knock on Junie, so OUTcast Alpha able to get into zone with their... Still have their BRDMs, by the way, I think. So even if they have to move out... Or do they not? Yeah, they have them nicely safe, tucked away. Where no one can hear.
Brownie with his VSS, so happy.
Brownie could do some work with that VSS.
He does.
So, yeah.
He does. That is his. I mean, when there's a weapon system that you're known for and only you're known for, you got to be pretty good at it. But when you think of VSS, I think of Brownie.
Just like when I think of a sniper, I think of gold. For 180.
When I think of a shotgun, I think of random.
Ha! How much I hate them. Although surprisingly, I've been playing Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone, and I am very good with shotguns on that.
Oh, that's I think it's called irony.
They have a shotgun that's very similar to the DBS. I am amazing with that shotgun. The actual DBS in PUBG Mobile. Nah, I'm gonna take a whole clip just to shoot somebody once, okay? Ask Oscar,
I know that. I tell you what,
I
know that Artemis enjoyed playing with you the other night. You guys played for quite a while. That he was impressed by your gameplay.
Oh yeah. It's always fun playing with people that I actually know. Before I started streaming it, I was just playing by myself, and it's kind of boring. So it's always fun having.
But he gave us a little a scoop, and he's like, hey man, Random, he's no joke with that shit.
Yeah.
So you have a good reputation.
They're supposedly bringing Warzone to mobile.
Mobile.
Yeah.
I mean that's.
If they can get it.
That type of if they can just keep the TDM what they have with the COD mobile and just bring in Warzone instead of
COD mobile TDM's really good.
Yeah.
COD mobile BR very bad.
Yeah. So if they can bring in Warzone into mobile and keep that
the same kind of mechanics.
The mechanics. I know that a lot of people. One thing about the Warzone is that the machine guns work how machine guns are supposed to work. That's why people get pissed off that it's so hard. Well, when you fire a fully automatic weapon non-stop, it's gonna jump all over the place. This is how how weapons work. I think they got kind of used to PUBG Mobile, where it's so forgiving. That you can spray a 6x from 300 meters and have no recoil.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do that. And I mean, you could theoretically do it if you're mounted or you're laying down, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do something like that at that distance. That's far. We do have.
Oh, bro, I just see this guys so perfectly. So just takes out Sergeant Stella so easily.
Jay White, yeah. Down goes the Ginger. Knocked by Trick. Clown now the
And
only one up.
Hax is still in here, so I mean, although Alcas Alpha is doing very, very well, Hax is still in here. So they haven't gotten any points on them so far. Although Outcast Alpha does have 8 kills, while Hax has 7. So I mean, the kills are very, very
similar.
close.
Yeah, the skills are very close, and there's still 20 people left. Here comes Hax now pushing.
Hax pushing.
It might not have been a good building to push, not with the people that are in here.
Yeah,
although there is no other really buildings to push, so they kind of forced to. Are you taking the plunge first? This is when having 1,000 nades in your backpack comes. Down goes Real Deal, getting knocked by Giuliani. Clown should use this as an advantage. Look at the zone shift away from most teams. Outcast Alpha got to be loving the zone right now. They're at the very edge of it right now. They don't have to move if they don't want to, and they still do have those 2 BRDMs too. So if they have to move it, if there's not a whole lot of cover here, they have moving cover with them.
Trick dog.
Feel pain. Now the only one left. Real Deal has been revived though, but Trick is not.
Pick up.
Lucifer down goes Hax. Clown. They if they wanted to ruin it for a team, they just potentially ruined it.
Clown just like came in there and just is third party from the same building. Clown playing well. Holy jeez.
And down
almost
goes Clown.
Does it.
Down goes
wow.
Clown.
GG's to
187, ending the night with a bunch of kills. Took down Hax a little earlier for Outcast Alpha. So because Outcast Alpha did not too well in the first 2 rounds, but did pretty well in the third round, and doing very well in this round. I mean,
we're gonna see. It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close.
Right,
it's definitely gonna be close.
We'll know. I'll have the calculator out as soon as this is over. As soon as we get those scores, I'll we'll do up the numbers so you'll know before we go off. Excuse me, at least unofficially, what these top 5 scores are.
Is there any official? Are the official scores gonna come out for that award show?
I think that the official are gonna come out during the award show. Okay. I mean, it's just so there's no, so we just need time to go through tonight, and then I know that we want to go through the numbers again of all the top 20 fraggers and all the top teams, just to make sure I didn't mess up. There's no big mistakes. Don't want to pull a pull a Zute, or it cost me to not get something they deserve. They get called out on it.
Saucy has been knocked, and down goes Real Deal. Real Deal thirsted. Really nothing he can do. He was not even. I'm surprised Tricks. Actually, that's probably a better rock over there. Phil Payne just kind of running through the middle of the road. Although he does have the advantage that he's elevated from everyone else, so he has that natural cover. On paper, that looks like a flat area. Yeah, with this slant, he definitely has an advantage. Brownie and Gold still. Actually, the whole Outcast is still alive.
Who's gonna clutch this last
down
match?
Down goes Phil Payne. If Outcast Alpha can clutch this match and get some more kills, they can more than likely they'll probably be able to keep their lead. Because Hax hasn't won one tonight. They came top 5, I believe, once. They haven't won one.
No.
And right now they do have zone, and they still do have their BRDMs. They can actually move them up a little bit further if they need to. In fact, that's exactly what Brownie's gonna go do. Down goes Phil Payne. Gold gets the knock on Calm. Brownie repositions the BRDM. Trick gets the knock on YOS. And then, but Gold gets the third, so Gold taking that.
Whoa.
Either way, this is not a good situation for Trick or Team 20 to be. There is a full OUTcast group
Yeah, and
up.
they got this set up perfectly. They got a smoke wall on one side and the vehicles the kitty corner on the other.
And down goes
Wu
Trick.
goes down. So can Alpha clutch the last victory, the last match of their Scrim?
Down goes Jay White. Two
Will
knocked.
Broken Natives be able to
Down
take
goes Calm. So Broken Native
This is
now
up
left
to
for Envy.
Envy.
And down goes Envy. So OUTcast Alpha wins the last round in dramatic fashion with those BRDMs.
Wow,
14 points.
OUTcast! Look at that.
Broken Native second place with
OUTcast Alpha
8
wins
kills.
the last. Put that in the trivia
the
box.
woo.
Who won the last match of the OUTcast Scrim Season 1? The answer, OUTcast Alpha. What? And that is it, folks. 80 matches, 24 scrims, 10 a week for 8 weeks. This OUTcast Scrim season, all the work has been done. All the battling, all the blood spilling, all the cherry topper popping is over. Now it's all a matter of adding up the kills, adding the points, and see who's coming out of here with their pockets fatter, with some extra gear they didn't have before. But I'll tell you what, whether or not you win some actual prizes, I guarantee you, if you played this Scrim season, your team is better now than when it started. We've seen these teams, a lot of teams have just come up and just done so much, improved so much. It's been amazing. I've had such a blast. And as soon as we get these kills, we're going to, just goes into the points. We're going to have a quick commercial, and then we're going to pull in the guys from 187 for their big announcement. I can't wait to hear what it is.
All right, let me go ahead and take those commercials real quick, and we'll be right back. Back.
We are back, and so I am more than pleased to be able to introduce two of the members of unofficially, but pretty much official, two members of the winning team of OUTcast Scrim Season 1. That would be Clown and Ginger, Mr. 13-inch of 187. First of all, gents, congratulations on the winning the first season.
Thank you.
So I know that you guys reached out and said that you have a big announcement to make for tonight at the end of the match. So, sir, the floor is yours.
Go for it, clown.
So, guys, I started 187 August 2019 as an FPP rank grinding clan. We basically exhausted our resources there, made a name for ourselves, and we finally decided to start doing comp FPP only March 2020. Beginning of July 2020, we formed our ESL roster with Mystic, Blaze, myself, and Murda, and did as well as we could have for as little time as we had together. Fast forward to today, the winning squad left Ginger, Blaze, myself, and DJ. Uh, After today, I am officially retiring the 187 Black Com team for the foreseeable future. And I am introducing the new OUTcast Black competitive team of myself, Ginger, Junie, Trick, Blaze, and Real Deal. I saw everyone making moves for next season, and I figured why not myself as well.
What
Next
did I
season,
just hear?
we will carry the OUTcast flag,
Holy,
and
so
we
let
are
me.
looking
Oh my
to
goodness.
completely dominate next season, as we did this season.
So hold on. Let me repeat. I just had a heart attack and a stroke, and I swallowed my own tongue. I can't believe what my ears have just told my brain. Who is on this stacked team of killers and fraggers? Can you tell me once again?
The main starting team for tournaments will be myself, Trick, Junie, and Blaze, and we will also have Ginger and Real Deal.
So you have pretty much 3 of the top 5 fraggers from season 1 all on the same team. That's what you're telling me. With Clown, Trick, and Junie, all 3 of you guys in the top 5 for the frags in season 1.
Actually, it would be all the top 4 would be us because Blaze was playing on an alt account with mine, and his kills were not counted for the past couple of weeks. So
who was it?
due to that, we have the top 4 in our starting rotation now.
Well, wow.
And
wow,
a pretty little out tag.
The only thing that would make that a perfect announcement is if you weren't playing for OUTcast. But other than that, it is an excellent decision. I mean, wow. I mean, talk about a atomic bomb.
I think some people
dropped
in the stream gave it away a little bit prematurely, though.
You know what? They're a bunch of well, there you go. That's karma for you. So first of all,
I will say this: everyone, straight from the beginning, when 187 started doing competition, first thing, everyone, there's hacking, to then you guys only do FPP, to then why are you guys playing these scrims, to then what else are you doing? Well, I've proven, and 187 Black has proven everybody wrong from the get-go. Everyone who said that we were just an FPP team, that we were just classic players. Well, I stand here on top of the mountain in this tournament today and laughing at everyone and saying that we are ready for next season, more than ready for next season. And I hope that other teams show up next season because we were not impressed. We didn't even have to play the final week and we won decisively. So I'm throwing the gauntlet down right now for every other team there. Pick your asses up. We'll see you next season.
You know what? Like I said, a trick. You can call it bragging and you can call it boasting, but if it's true, it's true. And everything that the man has said is 100% true. And if you go back and you look at them, they were dominant, but they weren't dominant in a way that they won every match. They won a lot, but no, not one of these teams could step up when 187 had a setback. Not one of the team could step up and take advantage of that. and take advantage of 187. So kudos to you guys. Kudos to this OUTcast Black team. This team of destroyers. But with that said, I don't know if obviously it's not your decision to make, Cloud, or I think, but some of these other guys in 187, that you didn't say, like Mr. Zebra. You know anything? Is there any word on what they're going to be doing?
Mr. Zebra is Blaze.
Oh, that's right. What about Pro DJ?
Pro DJ would be able to join one of the other out teams, but this team was built specifically for the purpose of competing in tournaments, and this is the best roster available.
Hey, I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with what you have said, sir. I mean, wow, Clown, Trick, Junie, Blaze, Mr. Zebra, / Zebra. Wow. I'm speechless. So Brownie, obviously I guess you're obviously have a part of this. Where does this put the rest of the? So I guess this would mean that Outcast Alpha is Bravo and Charlie. Where does it put these teams, and what's the future of Outcast with this new competitive team coming aboard?
So the ultimate goal for this new Outcast Black team is obviously to compete at next level. So we're going to be working with them to, start building up that synergy and then getting in some higher level events. Our goal is tier 2 and beyond. I mean, that team is definitely capable of it. They've proven it this season. As it goes for Outcast, the rest of our normal teams, Alpha will become kind of the scout team. The current Alpha team will become kind of the scout team, and for this new tier 2 team it's not tier 2 yet, but technically, but that's the goal for the team, and so this Alpha will become the scout team for that, and Bravo and Charlie, we will continue to build up our tier 3 community with those teams, a place for other people to come and have a conference.
Wow. So I mean, Cloud, you dropped a bomb on all of our heads. Ginger, all the guys on there. So just so I understand, this is a team of Clown, Trick, Ginger, Junie, Blaze / Mr. Zebra, Real Deal. Who am I missing? Is that Clown, Trick, Junie, Mr. Zebra / Blaze, Real Deal? Is there anybody else I'm missing, sir? I don't want to disrespect anybody and not get them their due.
So the full 6-man roster: Blaze, Trick, Junie, myself, Ginger, and Real Deal.
Yeah, Ginger. So yeah, 6 players: Trick, Clone, Ginger, Junie, Real Deal, and Mr. Zebra. Wow. That is. I mean, congratulations, sir. That is. I tell you, you talk about throwing down a gauntlet. You threw down. You took off your mask. You took off your glove. Slapped everybody in the face with it, and then put it back on and said, "What are you going to do next season?" So does this mean then? Are you officially announced that Outcast Black will be in season 2 as by far the odds-on favorite?
That's correct. A few months ago, I threw down the gauntlet in FPP scrims, and nobody answered the call. I'm throwing the gauntlet down today, and I'm hoping someone is brave enough to answer that call.
You know what? I got nothing but respect for what your words are. There's, like I said, if people don't like it, because it's very, very simple to get Clown to shut his mouth, and that's beat him. It's all scoreboard. If you can't beat him in the season, then you know what? You got nothing to say, but you just gotta take it, because those guys come out here and dominated. Like you say, they could have taken this last week off and gone to the Bahamas for the week and vacation, come back and still be the winners. So it's nothing but 187's party tonight. It's their dance, and we're all just dancing to their music. So congratulations once again, Cloud, and to the as we see 187 Black, retire with nothing but success, and the birth like a phoenix of Outcast Black, the newest team from Outcast, as they come in and get themselves ready for season 2. Now, Brownie, with that said, C-Dub had said that there's some other things you want to talk about before we.
Yep. So we're gonna want to everyone's gonna want to make sure to be tuned in to the stream on Monday, as HyperX has graciously provided some opportunities for the community in the chat to win some prizes. So we'll be giving away over the course of the Monday night stream 1 set of the Cloud earbuds, 1 Charge Play clutch, and 1 Charge Play bass. So
What?
there'll be plenty of opportunities for people to win some prizes in chat on Monday, and so everyone's gonna want to be there, see the results, see who won the award, see some trash talking, see the
Can I be in the
commentators.
chat? If I'm in the chat, can I win it?
Yeah, you win every other giveaway, Pickford. I think you gotta
Damn
give
it.
this one up.
Damn it.
And
That's
then
a
you
good
get
point.
to see the commentators play against all these guys, and me and C-Dub are gonna get to be.
That's what I called. You gotta
casting this
convince
event.
Duke and these other guys. I'm down. What I want to do is my thing is that myself, Rand. I want to do it. This is just my opinion. I haven't gotten permission from anybody, but I'd like to see a match of myself, Random, Nick, and Duke, all in there against these guys. To show these 187 bubbles how it's really done. You know, and we'll show them what's up. Or we'll get fragged out in about 13 seconds. One of those two things will probably happen.
Probably that.
Yeah, don't let them know that I'm talking smack here. I'm going pretty good.
You really think you will last 13 seconds?
Yeah, because we won't jump onto the plane until it pushes us out. Because
we'll pull a Pickford and we'll wait till at least a team dies before we land. That way we won't be the first.
So,
ones.
Are we lucky enough to get to have the final?
Still waiting on the final results. In the meantime, I did put out an image right now. That will show up in 3 minutes. So actually, it's an image of a Google card with this code scratched out, and an image of an Apple card with the code peeled off. So there's 2 $10 gift cards, one for an Apple, one for Google. Couldn't figure out how to do the giveaway because I know how to do it on Nightbot, don't know how to do it on Stream Elements. So this is the best way I can do it. Literally put it right on the screen. So for anyone watching this stream right now, those are real cards. Someone's gonna get lucky. Well, 2 people are gonna get lucky. Hopefully, it's not the same person with like one Android phone and one. The good thing is I kind of just did it out of the blue, so it should catch people off guard.
And you know what? Thank you very much, Random. If you know what I say, the most generous man in the PUBG mobile community, always giving out a lot of money. Although he isn't doing his customary 12-hour stream tomorrow, you are doing an abridged one. Yeah. What time do you plan on starting, sir?
Sometime in the afternoon.
Sometime in the afternoon, all right. So obviously, if everyone out there is already a member, already following him on Trovo, so as soon as he goes on, Trovo will give you that notification. If not, head over to Trovo, RandomX's Trovo account, hit that follow button so you're made aware whenever he goes live. So you can hit up in there. I'll be in there. We pass a lot of information. There could be information passed that could lead to subs. So I would just say stay tuned. Oh, and so we got some of the codes coming in as we speak. Why is that?
I gave you some different answer last week that I don't remember, but.
Cheers! Yeah, it was Cocoa Puffs.
Okay.
Or Cocoa Pebbles, I think you said was the answer. So it's that was one of the questions. That was one of the questions that came up. Yeah. Someone did win a sub for answering that. So as we finish up, you guys can talk. I'm going to add up these as quickly as I can. So before we go off, we can give you these scores.
Love it when it shows non-applicable C-Dub. Great.
C-Dub gave me the final results. I'm about to post that on the stream. Is that okay? Well, the unofficial, of course.
Yeah. They're not like top. They're not top 5. Yeah.
Yeah, top 10's done. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Were you able to do your giveaway, Random?
The gift cards images are on the screen as they are right now. They're probably about to show up on the stream. Yeah, they're on the stream right now.
Like, what the heck's this?
That's a pretty looking Discord tag, Cloud.
Oh wow. All right. So did you guys also add up the overall scores or just this week's?
Just tonight's
Yeah,
so
that's just
far.
tonight's.
Would you like to know the answers unofficially?
I mean, or you can save it for Monday, so we can
Well,
get more
I mean, this is
viewers.
unofficial.
You
This
gotta
is
let
unofficial.
the suspense build though.
Let the
All right,
suspense
all right,
build, and
hey.
we'll get some more viewers.
Yeah,
All
there you go.
right,
So
we
then
need,
we have
we need to,
it's
there you go.
it is what it is. And you heard the bosses. They told me what I have to. I'll keep my mouth shut until you watch it on Monday for the big show. Hopefully, we'll have these guys on again to accept whatever awards they're going to accept. 187/Outcast Black has got some decisions to make. Which of the prize packs are they going to take? And then obviously based on that, whoever most likely finishes in second place and in third place will take, and then obviously fourth and fifth with those big cash prizes. We'll be announcing the frag. I think we all I don't think it's a surprise. We all know that that's going to be the trick. But who are going to be the other four members of the All Star? And since he just said that, and I'll tell you what, if you're a player and you've had multiple accounts, if you don't let me know, how am I going to add those up? So if Blaze and Mr. Zebra are the same dude, let me see what these.
That is correct.
Okay,
Mr.
I have
Zebra,
all the
Blaze, and Red
stats. I have all the stats literally right in front of me on my computer. So, but I can add those up.
All right, so we have
Now, we
Mr.
see that
Zebra,
all
who's
three up.
from the Woo
You
that
Mr.
one
would
gift
see
card.
that Blaze is a true 2 or true 3.
Who's did I say? The Mr. Zebra and Blaze, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Riftmind.
And what was what was the last one?
Riftmind.
And that's all the same
That's
person.
all Blaze. Yes.
All right. All right.
He likes to make it simple for you, Pickford.
It looks like it. I mean, good thing you said something. I would totally never oh shit, yeah. And it was a Wrath. What was that? How do you spell that one? You know off the top of your head? Is it RATH?
Oh, it's a RYTH.
That's the RYTH. That's it. So yeah, that's gonna put him. Because Rhythm's only paid the last two. That just for those two is gonna put him at. Yeah. So that completely changes the. That's gonna put a big change into the top five. But yeah, pretty much yeah, the top.
So we're just gonna announce the winners of tonight's, right? So I've been having on the screen.
Yeah.
These are the results.
Just go ahead and put that in there. Yeah.
These are the results. The top 12 right here so far for tonight. Broken Natives win tonight's scrims with 101 points, 38 kills. Hacks comes in second with 70 points, 21 kills. They're tied with the Forgotten with points, or Misfire Zeus, but have one less kill, so they're at third. Mena 4 coming in fourth with 68 points, 15 kills. Dream Killers getting that top 5 spot, 67 points and 14 kills. Those are the winners for tonight. And as I stated, Monday is when they're going to release the official scores. So make sure you guys tune in on Monday. It's going to be those awesome giveaways, obviously. We're going to have the winning teams come choose their prizes. And of course, the normal scrims, right? Before the season starts.
There'll be an the exhibition match that we were talking about with any other streamers who want to participate on a team.
Okay. There you go.
There will be.
It should be an exhibition match with only pans. Okay.
Pans only. Now look, I mean, so we'll probably have some extra time, and we're going to try to kind of run it RANDOMX style. Honestly, if people in the audience want a grudge match, want to see a 4v4 versus this person or that person, or if everybody wants to get in and do some messing around, We'll definitely do that. There's going to be a couple of surprises, I would imagine, on Monday. It's going to be a blow off some steam time for everybody.
Should be some. And then
Normal scrims will pick up again on Wednesday.
So normal scrims on Wednesday, award show on Monday, the exhibition match,
some other fun stuff. Yeah.
Some other fun stuff. So make sure you guys come back Monday. Anything else you guys want to say before I say goodbye to the stream and goodbye to the first season of the HyperX scrims?
Big thank you to RANDOMX. Big thank you to Pickford, the rest of the broadcasters, and everybody who came and participated and watched.
Yes.
Thank you to HyperX. Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you, HyperX, for sponsoring these awesome prizes. I've been using HyperX products for years before they even sponsored this, so I can attest to their quality of their products, for sure.
Also, we won't spill very many beans as far as next season, but if you did enjoy this season, you liked the prizes that were there, you liked the format, length, any of that, you are going to love the next one. With the planning that we've got, we've already brought it up to the level of Scrim Season 1, and so we've got all the way from now to the start of it to make it even better than this was. So keep in touch, keep checking on the OUTcast Discord or Twitter and such.
Get a big highlighter on the beginning of 2021.
Yeah, it'll be worth showing up for again.
Nice. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining. This was, as I said, when Pickford asked me to criticize, I couldn't really find anything to criticize. Okay, this has been an awesome experience. 8 weeks. I missed that 1 week, but 8 weeks still. It doesn't actually seem like it's been 8 weeks, to be honest. But it's been an awesome ride. 70 plus teams, 500 plus individual players just in this first season of the HyperX season, of the HyperX Scrim. So I'm thinking that the next season is gonna be even bigger. We're gonna probably see a lot more teams. So hopefully, I'm gonna take a little break from streaming, but maybe by the time you guys come back with season 2, maybe I'll start streaming again. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Make sure you guys tune in Monday for the award show and for the official results, plus some other surprises. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pickford. Thank you, OUTcast, for choosing me to stream these. I really do appreciate it. And until then, I will see you guys later. Peace out, stream. You guys all enjoy your Halloween. Stay safe. Try not to eat too much candy, okay? And if you're a parent, when you eat your kids' candy, tell them you're doing it for their teeth so they don't get bad teeth, okay? You guys all have a good night and happy Halloween, guys. Peace out, everybody.